Morning, everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about something about last night because I want to make sure we understand one thing. I play the games I play because they help me to relax. What happened last night with Red and Brian K does not making me relax. It upset me badly. Now, anybody who knows I play a lot of World of Warcraft games, but you probably do not know why. Or maybe you do know. I play the games because they help me to relax and to unwind and feel like I'm achieving something, even if it's just baby steps. Okay? Last night, Red and Brian K were carrying on, starting all kinds of stuff when I was playing the game with them, trying to focus on the game, and yet they kept talking up a storm about this game sucks, this game sucks, this game sucks. Then why did you come up and play? I don't understand that. Okay? Guys, I don't like shoot 'em up games with lots of guns and first person shooters. I'm not interested in that. I like games like strategy games. For example, I like driving my truck. The only problem is my Xbox 360 controller only works on the VMware Fusion ARM. And the problem is, the problem with that is ARM is kind of, VMware Fusion is kind of laggy and slow. And the sound of my truck doesn't work right. Really, I don't like shoot 'em ups, no. So, because of that reason, and I feel like, in Windows 11 ARM, the game is starving space-wise because it doesn't have enough room. And the fact is that the controller isn't as responsive as it should be. I kind of gave up on driving American Truck Simulator. I wanted to get Electrician Simulator, which sounds fine, but a lot of installers keep telling me that I have to have an IA64 chip, and it doesn't recognize Microsoft's version of Rosetta. And so I can't install a lot of games that require this IA64 CPU check. So only a few games work. And that's why it was a toss-up if I'm going to buy a Windows PC just to play the games, or if I'm going to buy the Jackery AC70 or AC180, or if I'm going to use the money to pay off the credit card, or if I'm going to use the money as a down payment on teeth, or an apartment, or I don't know, okay? I had a whole lot of ideas for the renter's rebate and the money we got from YouTube coming on the 22nd. And I just wanted to try to explain that to you. Well, okay. Does it have a Magneto version? See, I don't really want to have to keep dealing with Windows ARM because Windows ARM is dog shit. I'm sorry, it's true. It's dog shit. And after we lost our 2009 Mac Pro because something in the computer broke down, I haven't been able to play a lot of games that I used to play. Because, for example, the Xbox 360 controller does not have a ported Mac controller driver, so I can't play it on my Mac in my native mode. I wanted to play Electrician Simulator, but if I buy the game and I put it in and I find out that it needs IE64 architecture to play it, and it doesn't even support Microsoft Rosetta, I'm out of money. Same thing for Medieval Village. Same thing with Duriel Valley. For me, these games are not just for fun. I enjoy them to keep my mind sharp, or to temporarily get my mind off of mundane, everyday stuff. And that's the reason I play the games I play. There's only one night a week, guys. Sometimes two. And that's the reason why I don't know what we're going to do anymore with this channel. I mean, you can be serious all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact of the matter is, everybody needs a release. That's one of the reasons why people play games, is to just have a little bit of recreation, to have a little bit of a release. I like showing people when I'm playing, just like Blind Kills on YouTube does. She tries to read the chat on the screen. She tries her best. She pretty much is playing by herself too. Her eyes, she's got retinitis pigmentosa, and she can't even see. Actually, stand corrected. She had macular degeneration. I don't know if it's wet or dry. I don't know. Okay, but the point is that I like to have the time when once in a while I can play a game. Sorry, Wiggy, that your kitty disappeared. Realistically, probably the kitty's dead. Maybe because it was sitting in the mailbox too long. I don't know. I never got a chance to have my kitty. I really didn't. Well, I just wanted to explain that. Now, today is, as you can see, is overcast. And I thought it was raining earlier, but it's not. It's just overcast. Donald Trump is in the lead, which is great. The sentencing has been moved to November 28th. So what's going to happen if he wins? He's going to end up in the Rikers presidential suite. I don't even know what the Rikers presidential suite even looks like. A simulated Oval Office? Using green screens and software? So that they're going to have to go ahead, and every congressman is going to have to take the train, come up here to deliver bills and legislation for him to sign? That's another thing. Why did the Democrats want to destroy America so much? I asked some Democrats, and they can't answer the question. How are we as a country ever going to solve this if we don't even know exactly what we're fighting for? I mean, if you don't know why you like a certain party, then why are you supporting that party if you don't know even why you like them? Is it just tradition? Vote for Party A because your grandfather had been a part of Party A. But RFK realized the Democratic Party of his uncle and his father is not the same Democratic Party of today. So right now this country needs to have unity, and we're not having any. That's a serious reality. That's a serious reality. This is kind of like one of those vlogs, but except this is interactive. I went ahead, was hoping to get my iPhone 8 back from the repair shop yesterday, but the man was still recovering from his surgery. So he wasn't open. So I wasn't able to get my iPhone 8. Talk about taking the air out of your tires. I mean, I like the iPhone 15, but I missed the iPhone 8 too. One thing, the iPhone 8's already paid for, so which means that I don't have to be as terrified if the phone gets scratched or scuffed because it's already paid for. It's also a little more durable. If you really want durable, get the iPhone 3GS. 3GS was stuff, but the problem is nothing works with the software because the software's 2 out of 8. Good chance you probably won't be able to even connect in with the 3G. But at least the camera wouldn't be rattled to death if it was mounted in my walker. But I was going to get a little action camera for that reason. Which I don't even know if we should be doing live streams anymore. At least I love showing people what I do with the computer and everything. But right now I'm at a point in my life where I don't even know if I'm coming or going. Do I leave? Do I stay? Do I move? Do I not move? I just don't understand. Tiger Kitty, when I open up the panel, which will be just about now, if you want to come on up and discuss last night, we can. But I'm feeling pretty good and sad right now. As I explained to you in the DM. Now what Red and Brian K did to me last night was very disrespectful. I mean, how are you supposed to feel? NIR is the link. I don't disagree with Michelle on that. Like Michelle says, she's got a lot of little things that she's thinking about behind the scenes. Not everything she thinks about is on the internet. Yeah, but the games that she wanted to play, she doesn't know if they'll work. So she already explained. Some of these things are specifically tied to the IA64 chip from Intel. Microsoft Rosetta is not IA64 chip ID. It has a completely different chip ID. And these games will not work with that chip ID. So Michelle can't make those games play because she has no way of changing the chip ID and the installers. If Michelle, for example, installed Electrician Simulator, which would be fun for Michelle, I mean, not for everybody else, but if it says, oh, I need IA64, then Michelle just blew a whole lot of money buying a game she can't play. That kind of sucks. That really sucks. I mean, like Michelle says, she plays the games she does because it helps her to relax and unwind. Is that a Mac compatible game? Because look, let's be honest. Like Michelle said at the beginning, if it doesn't work on a Microsoft Rosetta, so many installers because they require IA64. A lot of Microsoft C compilers will not run the installer unless it's using a chip ID that's IA64 natively. I don't like first-person shooter games, and I don't blame Michelle for the same reason. We like games that are thinking games. World of Warcraft is kind of a combination of both, but at least it's also a nice environment where you could walk around a little bit. Might have to occasionally take care of some Charlie here and there, but you get a chance to do something. Yeah. So do I. And that's the reason I play what I do. There's a little bit of thinking in World of Warcraft. You have to come up with a strategy, especially when you're playing solo. And you gotta deal with, say, 30, 40 potential enemy, and you gotta figure out how to defeat them. An Electrician Simulator looks like a game I would enjoy, too. But they haven't ported it to the Mac. Same thing with Medieval Village, which is like a City Skyline, or City Skylines, original, except it's medieval based. And City Skylines 2, honestly, I don't know. Excuse me, man. I happen to like games like this. I happen to like games like that. Just like American Truck Simulator is not a normal game. I'm not competing against another person necessarily. Although that would be kind of nice if American Truck Simulator had a compete option where you could actually compete against another trucking company to try to see who can make the most amount of, deliveries within a short period of time. Right, there's some jobs I can't do because of my eyesight real IRL. You know that, right? I can't get a CDL Class 2, Class A Level 2. I'd love to, but I can't. Okay? It also does commercial customers, too, in the game. It's not just... Good morning, Seabreeze. How you doing today? Oh, yes, I said Krista earlier in the day. Sorry I didn't say hi to you. I was just upset. And yes, by the way, I have actually run real cables and electrician work, so the game is based on the European designs, which I'm actually why I'm interested in it. Yeah. Good morning, Mojo. How you doing today? See if they support the M1 Mac Mini or support the Macintosh platform. Look for ones that say they work with Mac. Even in Steam, you can tell the difference because when you look for a game, it'll tell you if it's for Mac or PC. Well, first of all, I don't actually have the right to start ripping out cables out of my walls, and second of all, because I'm just a renter, there are some things I cannot do here. I don't have the rights to actually mess around with the wiring in my walls, and trust me, I'd like to replace some of the cables in these walls. They're old rubber-covered cables, armor cables. Now, right now, like me and Krista talked about earlier yesterday, is you don't have a lot of resources to do a lot of things that they want to see. For example, the cooking. How much cooking can you really do? All right. I went to Aldi's yesterday. I saved a lot of money, but it still, it's tonight we have a night show. We all know what they're like. They're the same as this, except usually we have a panel. Like maybe Comedy Flu might come up, Needles might come up. Maybe Tiger Kitty could join us today. I know what it's called, but you know how expensive it is going to be to get the ingredients for to make a feijoada? I'll tell you right now, you got to get sausages. I suggest using chorizo if you can't get Brazilian sausages, which wouldn't make sense. Yeah, so you got to get some chorizo. Got to get a couple other types of sausages. If you use dried beans, it's going to take about 3 hours to make a feijoada. Because you gotta hydrate the black beans, and I don't think anyone wants to sit while watching black beans soak in water for 2+ hours. Yeah, I know. I'm lucky I saved half of my cost at Aldi yesterday. I had a good time with Krista yesterday, too. We drove around a bit, talked a bit. Went out, did some things on foot, which was kind of nice. The weather was good. It was mild. I mean, I was very disappointed that my iPhone 8 was not ready to be picked up yet because the man is just still recovering from surgery. But that's the breaks. Yeah, West Coast is ridiculously expensive. I don't care if it's Washington, Oregon, or California. It's just too much. No, I don't. Even in Connecticut, disability incomes are starting to become inadequate. People can't afford as much anymore, and that's why I'm sensing despair. I see it. Look, you didn't see Torrington. Torrington is starting to look awful. Okay, since we come up panel, Snoodles, let's get him up here. Admit one. Go ahead.
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
A little bit grumpy.
Why, what's wrong?
Well, last night I played Turtle WoW, and all Red and Brian K did was try to rip me a new asshole about the game. Also, all they did was whine about how the game is out of date and old and all that. And
So, Michelle, though, listen, you do whatever makes you happy. But if you're really into YouTube and you're expecting your fans to like everything you do, that's never gonna happen, Michelle. That is never gonna happen. And Brian and Red are devoted fans to the show, Michelle. Like I told you before, and they want certain things, and if you're going live for them, that's a different story, Michelle. So
I tried to satisfy everybody. I really do try.
I don't think you do that though. I think you do it for yourself. I think you go live for yourself. You enjoy it, and maybe at one point people did enjoy it, but now they don't, and that's just the reality.
Out of
So again, if you're
2019 people, realistically, there are some that do enjoy it, watching it, and you know that.
Well, name one.
Well, significant. I don't know anybody right now, but the point is, we certainly had a lot of views in last night's live stream on the gameplay. That is.
Yeah, I checked it out this morning, Michelle. I was going to make a video about how low the view count was on these gameplays, but now that you're acting like this, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I would check it out because I would understand why I actually enjoy the game.
No, I understand why you enjoy the game, but you're asking other people to watch it, Michelle, and enjoy it. You can't force that upon anyone.
I can't force them to like it, no, but
no. That's like saying every show that I do, people are forced to like it. It's not going to happen.
I'm not trying to force anyone to like it. I just.
Well, Michelle, remember this: you're a public figure. You're putting yourself out there for not scrutiny, but critiquing. You're an art. You're a form of art. You're being critiqued by the public, the people that enjoy watching you, and you allow it through the comments. You allow it through the interactions, and not everyone's going to like it. I got to deal with it every day, Michelle.
Oh, by the way, let me ask you a question. What do you think? I got two different things. One of them which you may not really know about. Maybe the other one you do. You do know, the part that you might know about, is that they moved the sentencing to Trump to November 28th. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, now in sentencing, does that mean that's the day he's supposed to report to Rikers? Or...
Michelle, I'm going to tell you this right now. Trump just got the backing of the PBA, the police union. All right.
Right.
Every police officer that I've talked to personally, is a fan of Donald Trump.
Right. Because they realize he supports the men in blue.
Yeah, I think that what's going on here, Michelle, again, they're trying everything possible to ruin this guy's life, kind of like what they do online and social media. And Michelle, I wouldn't worry about it.
You realize also that Kamala Harris is tanking big time in the polls.
Well, that's not what Brian. Sorry, not Brian. Matthew Potts and Wingstar would tell you. They would say that she's soaring in the polls.
Oh, she's not. Well, she was close at one point, but she's starting to lose a lot of supporters, as a lot of Democrats are jumping ship, either going independent or they're going to Republican Party.
Michelle, they're starting to poll everyone. When they first started this poll, Michelle, they started with Camilla supporters. Of course, Camilla supporters are going to support Kamala Harris. This is Michelle. This is how ridiculous all this is, and this is exposing people and the system for what it is, Michelle. So let it happen, Michelle. People aren't going to put up with it. That's not how things work. There's been many revolutions and wars on planet Earth, Michelle, over injustice, and I believe that this is injustice.
So one guy suggested that Kamala Harris was thinking about leaving the Democratic Party race, which means that Trump would have won by default if that happens. I don't know if that's going to realistically happen.
Hillary Clinton will step in, guaranteed. They're not going to let that slide, Michelle. That's not how it works. You know how much money is invested in these people?
Oh,
not just by the citizens. Not just by the citizens, Michelle, but other countries. Do you know that other countries are invested in these elections?
Right. Vladimir Putin said he supports Kamala Harris.
The Ku Klux Klan supports Kamala Harris.
So I mean, the thing is that it's just that this year's election has been just a total train wreck on the Democrat side. It's just not working out for them.
So, Michelle, I don't know if you know this, but do you know that actually all over the country, I believe, but especially in the state of New Jersey, you can't ash your cigarette on the ground? Not throw the cigarette on the ground, but the ash. You cannot put ash from the cigarette to the ground. Did you know that?
Really? Why? Is that because of pollution?
So I looked up the statute. I called up every borough in New York, and well, not everyone, but the major ones in New York and New Jersey, and they're like, what are you talking about? I said, well, in Hillsdale, New Jersey, last night, confronted by a police officer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Police officer ashed on the ground in front of 10 other people that were smoking, ashing on the ground, and told me that I could be fined for it. Right? I asked them, do you pursue these cases? So if I go into your town and I record a bunch of people smoking and they're ashing, and I call you up, will you come out there and prosecute?
Well, under the sanctuary laws, they probably would just give you a fine and send you on your way.
Yeah, I know. So that's my new thing now. I'm going everywhere in New York, New Jersey. I'm recording people smoking and ashing, and I am going to call the police every single time I see someone ash a cigarette. Not throw a cigarette on the ground, but ash a cigarette. Yeah. And we're going to see if they respond and write tickets.
And so far, what have you noticed?
Well, the village of NASQ, that gives me such a hard time about giving out free information in public, allows people to violate these laws constantly. All right, and I pointed out to Andrew, the administrator over there at the village of NASQ, that in the public parks, people are smoking and ashing all the time. He goes, well, I haven't seen it. I said, well, I recorded it. I have recorded it, and I want the police to start enforcing it, and I will call up every time I see it happening. You guys are ignoring this violation. So I suggest that everybody across America start calling up their local police departments, their municipalities, and reporting these crimes of people ashing cigarettes.
Yeah, let's see a point. But what's the reason the law really exists? Is it because of fire? Is it because of pollution?
I don't know, Michelle. But so from now on, I carry around a cup, and I ash in a cup, and I will report every American citizen that smokes cigarettes. I will bring out a tape measure. I'll find out how far away they are from a public spot. If they are in a public spot, I'm calling the police. If they drop one fucking ash, Michelle, one fucking ash, I will be on the phone with the police department, especially Hillsdale, New Jersey. Hillsdale, New Jersey. I will be on the police department. I'm going to go out there today at the 7-Eleven in Hillsdale, New Jersey, record people smoking and ashing, and I will call up every fucking time they fucking do it.
If you want to be that kind of a yenta, if that's your thing, I guess.
Well, they started it, Michelle. They fucking started it. Because up until last night, I had no idea that ashing your cigarette was against the goddamn law.
Because no one told you. I'm sure there's a lot of laws in the books like that.
I was told last night, Michelle.
Yeah.
I was told last night by a police officer. I have it on recording.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know because it's probably one of the laws that no one really told you in school, you know. I'm sure you know that they also, in some states, have laws about no spitting in public either.
Krista, I see Ray smoking outside your domicile all the time without an ashtray, Krista. Next time I see you, Krista, I'm calling the police. Krista. I will report anybody who ashes a cigarette. Not into an ashtray, but in public.
What about public spitting? I mean, for chewing tobacco users, sometimes even I have to do it. Depending on how much you put in the mouth. Sometimes I put too much in it. Like, ugh! I don't know. It's there's a lot of crazy laws. For example, you know, in some states it's illegal for individuals to open up a can of soda unless they are trained at opening pressure vessels. I kid you not. Michelle, there is such a law.
Then you know what? Start complaining about people doing it. Start complaining about people doing this shit. Have the police fucking say we're not enforcing this bullshit. Force their fucking hands. You know, I don't get it. They complain about fucking everything.
A lot of people do use their ashtrays, but a lot of new cars don't even have an ashtray.
I carry around a bottle of piss, and I ash into my bottle of piss. Now, where am I supposed to dump my bottle of piss?
You can't dump it in the street.
Can I dump it into a public toilet? You can't dump that in the street.
That's public urination.
Well, can I dump it in a public toilet?
Right. Yes, you can dump it in the public toilet. Obviously, that makes sense.
Okay, so then that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna collect so many bottles of piss. I'm gonna go into the police department or the library to use their restroom, and I'm going to dump tons and tons of piss into a goddamn public toilet with ash mixed in it. All right, and I'm gonna ask them, do I have to flush? Is it against the law if I do not flush?
You're doing the Louis Frostman? I mean, noodles.
Well, fuck it, Michelle. Fuck it. These people are crazy. These people are fucking crazy.
I know they are. Just like with the right to just like the people that are against right to repair. The same thing. Oh, you bought something, but we control the software. Okay. But your software's broken. So I got something that's broken because I can't fix it because I'm not allowed to repair the software because of your right to repair in the DMCA. Now tell me that makes any sense. That's the kind of stuff that Louis Frostman talks about. But the fact is, it is a valid point, though. You got a lot of crazy laws out there that just don't make any sense.
Yeah, like why are they on the books if they're not being enforced? And again, I will record everything and give it to the NASQ administrator and say, why aren't you enforcing this? Why aren't the police enforcing this? Because I called them this morning, and he goes, well, we don't enforce the laws, the police do. I said, okay, so if I get a ticket out there for ashing a cigarette in your village, will the judge prosecute me? And if I protest this ticket, because I can't tell you what the judge is going to do. I called Orangetown Police Department. I said, do you enforce this? They said, what? I don't even know. What is this? I said, it's a law. It's a law. Do you guys enforce it? Well, we got to look it up. He goes, well, until then, I'll carry around an ashtray. Oh, okay. Okay. I know what the law is now. And I will educate these police officers
Yeah.
on the smoking ash law or whatever.
I mean, it's just like, for example, when New Jersey says, oh, an individual cannot pump their own gas. I understand where that came from. I understand there was a safety issue at one time. But does that make any sense anymore in the 21st century? Does that mean that once we go with all electric cars, that means that if you go to New Jersey, it's going to be illegal to plug into your supercharger?
But I don't know. I think we should just flood the courts with these fucking tickets and shit until a judge says, we're not prosecuting for this shit anymore. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the judges don't even say anything. And do the judges even know? Oh.
So what do you think the Rikers presidential suite looks like?
Michelle, I don't even know if that's real.
I think it's real. I think they've already been building it. Even if it is a room full of green screens, it's probably...
Who knows? Who knows, Michelle? I mean, if they're writing tickets to people for ashing a cigarette, yeah, maybe they are doing shit like that. I mean, what the fuck, man? This country's so gay. So gay. Did you hear about the MAP flag, Michelle? The minor attractive person flag.
No, you talked about it yesterday. I've never seen a MAP flag. I have no idea where that even came from.
Well, it came from the LGBTQ community.
Oh, I understand that.
Because the MAP flag looks exactly like the transgender flag, the LGBTQ flag, except with different colors.
But why do they call it a MAP flag?
Because they don't want to call it a pedophile flag, Michelle. They want to call it a minor attractive person.
What is it, a map of the United States in different colors?
No, it stands for minor attracted person.
Oh.
They're attracted to minors. And not like coal miners, Michelle, like minors, like juveniles.
No, I know what you mean. Minors as in children. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure the other kind of minors would like to have someone that found them attractive too, even though they'll get home, they're all grubby, dirty, dusty, and probably just too tired to do anything after they get in the door. Do
you think that Kamala Harris supports these maps?
I'm not surprised. She supports full-term third trimester abortions too.
How come no one's asking her if she supports maps?
That's a good question. I'd love to see what she says about that.
Michelle, Grizz is trying to derail your live stream.
I see the comment.
He's trying to derail your live stream. Yeah.
But, you know what? Also, here's another piece of news. They didn't actually show us what they actually saw in the James West, but they say the James West Telescope saw what appears to be artificial lighting on Proxima B around one of the stars there. I think was it Beta Centauri, which is a red dwarf. They say it appears to be that there's lights in possibly a city on Proxima B.
Well, what is artificial light?
Yeah, artificial light.
What is artificial light?
Street lights, gas lights, incandescent lights, man-made lights.
How do you create light?
Well, light can be created by energizing photons.
Right. So how do you know it's artificial?
Well, that's the question. I wonder that too.
That's a bold claim that it's artificial, because we know that there's natural lights, right? We know that fish produce lights
Yeah, but these are
on their body.
extremely bright lights at noodles that they can see from space.
Kind of like the sun, kind of like
And
a star.
no, it's on the planet, not reflection from the sun or their sun.
Right. So when a star explodes, right, and then it dies out, right? What happens? Does the light get dimmer or brighter? It gets bright when it explodes, right, and then it gets dimmer as it goes out. Correct.
Grace, we've already talked about all my audio gear many, many, many times.
How many stars are there, Michelle, in the galaxy? Did they ever count that?
I have no idea.
Is that artificial light or
Billions of
natural
them.
light? Okay.
Billions.
Well, I look up at the sky, Michelle, every night, and I see lights in the sky. I don't assume that it's artificial. I don't assume that whatever.
No, those are
Maybe
stars.
they're seeing a dying star. I don't know. I don't know why they would assume that it was artificial.
Well, I mean, they're putting a lot of emphasis in the James Webb Space Telescope these days. I think that's a great telescope, but it sure seems to me like, and they even said so, the James Webb Telescope only studies a limited number of wavelengths for certain chemical analysis. So they're thinking that they might need to build another telescope that's more specific for looking for signatures of living creatures. Yeah, doesn't it give you gas? I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
you need a whole nother telescope just to see the O2 signature? I mean,
So, Michelle, I work at this place called Brookhaven National Laboratories. And Brookhaven National Laboratories use gamma rays to now detect light, and they're doing this for a reason. I don't know why. Okay, they're investing billions of dollars into this.
yeah.
All right, the lens is a thing of the past, and they're using gases and photons and shit like that to detect things. So I don't know, Michelle. Maybe they want funding for something. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
bunch of nerds looking for funding.
but if it is confirmed, that would be a real eye opener if they found out now. Hey, we found artificial light. It's not interesting though that the search for extraterrestrial life or SETI project has been trying to do the same thing by searching for radio waves from outer space, and they really haven't found much of anything.
Michelle, again, I look up at the sky, Michelle. I see tons of lights every night. You know what I mean? What they're seeing, I don't know what it is, Michelle. But to tell everybody that it could be artificial, I don't know about that. I mean, I know that there's pictures, I think, from Mars where it looks like a beam of light coming up from Mars. It turns out it was gas. Or reflections and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know.
What about the face of Mars, though? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
They said they even
Michelle, do
found
I
a
believe?
human-like skeleton on Mars too.
So, do I believe in extraterrestrial life? Like, do I believe there's a possibility 100%? If I was going to get people to give me money for something, I would say, listen, we might have found this. Would you want to give us some more money so that you can fund this so we can check it out even more? I think that would be a great idea, especially for someone like you who believes that they find human skeletons on the moon.
Right.
I think I could fucking basically milk you of all your money and financial whatever.
I mean, that's the thing about
you that.
scientists. They can spend huge tons of money, like on the LHC, for example, and these special pet projects. Most people couldn't even imagine even spend even 1,000th of that to do their special projects.
Michelle, you know where they're not going to find artificial light?
Well, are they not going to find artificial light in your ass?
On Grizz's property, because Grizz can't afford electricity, Michelle. Grizz cannot afford electricity.
He's got electricity. The problem is he doesn't have his property's pretty rustic.
Yeah. And his bank account is pretty desolate.
Actually, artificial light goes a lot lower than 2700 degree Kelvin. After all, a candle is about 1300 degree Kelvin. That's also considered artificial light as well.
Why is that? It's burning.
Right, because it's burning fuel and it makes light through the action of the carbon. Yes, radio waves are a form of light. Yes, they are in the electromagnetic spectrum. But I think in the case of Earth-based SETI telescopes, I think the one problem is we have a lot of terrestrial satellites up there blasting signals to Earth. SETI said that's a problem because they have to try to tune in frequencies that our satellites are not broadcasting in.
Yeah, that's true.
For why don't you set up a telescope, a space telescope in space, away from Earth?
Yeah.
Something like the James Webb Space Telescope, but a radio version that you can aim at distant star clusters directly, and then you can scan every frequency that we can think of, say from, say 1 hertz all the way up to, say, a couple terahertz, and see if we can find any actual ET broadcasting signals.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. If they do find extraterrestrial life on another planet, why would we be so interested in contacting it?
Because we're naturally nosy for one day. We are always out there looking and asking ourselves, are we alone? We already know the Earth has been broadcasting radio signals since
how come other animals don't do that? How come other animals aren't nosy? Like, so for instance, a bear, right? A bear comes on your property. What do you think it's coming on their property for? To find out what you're doing?
No, it's looking for food and resources.
Right. So how come we're so fucking nosy?
So maybe we're looking for the same thing, but also
maybe
like I said, we just want to know.
Maybe we're looking for sex. There's a lot of homosexuals. We have all these sexual flags and everything like that. Maybe we're looking to fuck these aliens. Maybe we're looking for new things to fuck, Michelle. That's our society. It's all about fucking sex and drugs. Yeah. Maybe they have better drugs on that planet. The drug fueled and sex fueled society.
Well, like I said, I don't deny what it says in the first chapter of Genesis, to be fruitful and multiply. That's certainly something humans have been instinctually doing for millions of years, right?
Well, I mean, they've talked about this before. And what they've created were abominations, and God had to wipe them off the face of the earth with a flood.
Yeah, Edgar Cayce mentioned that there was a time when the very early Egyptian society was doing genetic manipulation of the human genome, according to Edgar Cayce.
So, according to the Bible, there was these things called the Nephilim, right?
Yeah.
And human beings fucked these angels and created these monstrous human beings. All right.
Yeah, the giants. Yeah.
Maybe the reason why aliens don't come here anymore is because they saw what happened and they know that there's a creator, and the creator got mad and wiped everything out.
Right.
Wiped out all their children.
Oh, like when in the case of what happened in Gomorrah. Or Sodom, when the angels came to warn Lot and his wife that God wants to seriously get them out of there because God's upset with what's going on.
Yeah, but that was a city of butt fuckers, Michelle. They were just butt fucking everything.
I know.
That has nothing to do with fucking aliens.
I mean, ETs may be hominids. That doesn't mean that they're necessarily human. They might be human-like, Red. We don't know. Or maybe they look like a giant set of slugs. I don't know what the ETs look like.
Right, Grizz. That's my point. That's my point. And what are human beings interested in? Fucking and doing drugs. So why would they be interested in finding these aliens to fuck them and smoke their drugs?
I don't know. But the point is that, scientists are excited, and it's, it's just a scientific mind. It's just like, oh, look, we found something really cool. Well, that's great, but are you going to be able to use it right away? 30
Yeah,
light years away from us?
Look, we found some light in space that's filled with light. This thing called space has a billion or a quadrillion fucking balls of light in it, and we just found another ball of light. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, but the point is that's what we humans are doing. Is we've been asking that question ever since we always started looking up at the sky, even hundreds of thousands of years ago. What's out there?
I mean, you're right, Michelle, and that's the catalyst for everything. So, for instance, man saw a bird flying one day, and they said, "I want to do that." They realized that this bird had an advantage, and man wanted to manipulate it. So, what did man do?
Yeah.
What did man do, Michelle? They built these 30-ton aircrafts made of steel and metal and aluminum, and they burn this fossil fuel that spews out toxic fumes all over the planet, and they drop bombs from it, Michelle, that kill millions and millions of people and destroy vegetation and destroy life. That's what human beings do, Michelle. It's a catalyst for everything.
Yeah.
So again, my question to you is, why would human beings be interested in a ball of light out in the middle of nowhere?
Because it means that we're not alone. That's what they want to know. Are we really alone in this huge universe? The single one planet with life?
We've had the answer for that for well over 6,000 years, and that's in the Bible, Michelle. The Bible tells you, no, you are not alone.
I know that.
So I don't get it.
Scientists are skeptical of the Bible because of the. But then again, look at the teachings of Edgar Casey and the Advanced Research, or ARE, his institute there. It talks about the same thing. That we.
Yeah, but Michelle, Isaiah and Ezekiel and all these people have been talking about this for thousands of years before this Edgar Casey guy.
Right.
So I don't understand what's the breaking news here.
And let's not forget the Book of Enoch either.
The Book of Enoch was written by homosexuals that didn't agree with you.
I don't know who it was written by, what it was written by, but the Book of Enoch goes into a lot of detail on this. About what happens in heaven. What about the revelation about St. John the Divine? Same thing. He goes into a lot of detail what's coming up. He talks about the battle in heaven. He talks about the battle on earth. He talks about how the end game is going to be.
Michelle, do you know out of all of the disciples, the witnesses to Jesus, do you know how many of them survived?
They're all dead
that
now.
went on to live. Well, no, I mean that weren't murdered, that weren't tortured and killed. You know how many of them?
Right. I mean, right. I don't know how many actually survived without
one.
And what happened to him? He died out.
I think he just died of natural causes, but one of them. Every single other one of those guys, right, were given the opportunity to deny what they saw, and they didn't. Their children, their families were murdered in front of them. They were skinned alive. Some of them were stoned to death, boiled. Some of them were, the extreme tortures that happened to these people were documented. All right,
and
they never denied
Peter
it.
Was crucified upside down. Yeah,
I think he was crucified on an X, which is very, very telling because Jesus Christ was crucified on a pike. On a pike. It was never a cross. The only one who ever came
There was
close
no
to that, I forgot.
crossbeam. Yeah, that would have been added, but that would have been. That's not the way that the Romans did crucifixions. They usually just had
Yeah,
more like a
it was a
capital
pole.
T than a lowercase t, because the accused would carry their own crossbeam, and they would hang them up on using crossbeam would be attached to their arms. It's just interesting that but still, we seem to want to know more about space. Hold on, Stella, on a second. I gotta let the cat outside. Okay, hold on a minute. I'll get Misty outside.
What is that funky smell? Out on the wire? Is that you scumbag piece of shit? Out on the wire? They tried to get me for ashing in public last night. The police. I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed. Out on the wire. Ashing in public. A fucking cigarette ash. Hillsdale, New Jersey. For ashing in public. For doing something that was is constitutionally legal. I was filming in public, and they came up and said, "Hey, you know what? You can't ash. Just have a conversation with me." And I told him to get lost, right? And then he sat there and tried to get me for something else. I went to go talk to the supervisor, explain what was going on, and I said, "Keep this guy away from me." And if they want to start shit, I will go to the fucking 7-Eleven in Hillsdale, New Jersey, and I will report every ash that drops out of a fucking car, every ash that the guy that runs the store goes out and smokes every night. That the fact that there is no ashtrays outside the place, I will cause a lot of fucking problems over fucking ash.
Okay.
They will have all these court cases based on people ashing in public. And the judge will say, "What's going on here?"
Speaking of stupid laws that need to be refined, what about the DMCA?
What about them?
It needs to be redone. It was created in 1993. It's out of date already.
You want to go look at some books in Barnes & Noble, Michelle? I'm outside Barnes & Noble. You want to go inside? When was the last time you were in Barnes & Noble?
Never. I've been to Walden Books, but I've never been to Barnes & Noble.
Let's take you inside Barnes & Noble, Michelle. Let me make sure I got some.
Yeah, you can go inside. Not that I can afford to buy anything.
Well, I'm not buying anything either. I'm just going inside with my Trump shirt.
Yeah, I see a shirt, yeah.
So here we are, Michelle, in Barnes & Noble. And we're at Barnes & Noble in Nyack, or the Palisades Mall, I think, in Nyack, New York.
I don't think there's too many bars, and I don't think there's too many bookstores left in the country right now.
No. No one really reads.
No, not really, unfortunately. Or they use ebooks now.
Okay, here we go, Michelle. Greek myths and legends. That looks like me wrestling a lion. It looks like I've just killed a leopard. This is Indian myths and legends.
Yeah.
You can clearly see the depiction of the retard on the elephant. There's some other world myths and legends right here. That looks like me holding up
Did
the
they have
planet.
anything about the Norse Myths and legends.
Let's see. Scottish. There you go. Scottish folk and fairy tales. Oh, look. Native American myths and fairy tales. That's the... Oh, here you go, Michelle. Viking.
Right.
Folk fairy. Yeah, there you go, Michelle. There you go.
Yeah. Howlin' the Blue.
See what's going on over here. These books are half price. Grimm's Fairy Tales. Yeah. The Scarlet Letter.
Limited edition.
The Odyssey by Homer, Michelle. Yeah. H.P. Lovecraft. Tales of Horror. Inferno, Michelle. Inferno.
I think that's Dante.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it looks like Matthew Potts and Wingstar.
That's
right
the
there.
Divine Comedy. Yeah.
There's a book called Poster Child, Michelle. Hip Hop is History. Oh, look, Prince, Michelle.
I wish I had more money to buy books, but then with my eyesight, sometimes it's hard to read them.
No one has money anymore, Michelle. Nobody. Everyone's broke. Oh, look. And you know who's the most broke, Michelle? It's Grizz. Grizz is the most broke.
Hollywood fashion. It's a cute picture. I used to love to go to the computer book section when I used to go to Walden Books. Constitution of the United States of America. That'd be good for you to have. Books are so expensive these days.
You want to go, Michelle? Do you want to go look at the records? They have records.
They have records here? Really?
Yeah, you want to go look at the records?
Yeah, you might as well. While you're at it, for those people who are into cassettes, how many cassette tapes do they have?
I don't know. I don't think they have many.
Peggy Lee. She had a lot of good music. Madonna. Maybe we should zoom out so I can see more of the... Oh, yeah, there we go. They had a lot of records, actually. You know, that's the funniest thing when you think about it. Everybody thought back in the 1990s records were gone. And all of a sudden, now you see records almost everywhere again. B.B. King. Well, yeah, I try to save my money too. One way. Right now, you're giving me slideshow. Your internet must be a little bit lousy.
Okay, let me try to boost the internet signal in here. Hold on.
Not really. You can't do much inside of a building like that because of the way it's built. Some of the records are 50% off.
All right, is this better? Or is it still fucked up?
A little bit. Good morning, On the Wire. How you doing? Metallica. I don't really know much about that group, but welcome to the show. Ben Crosby. Judy Collins. Oh, she really looks old in that one. Dr. D, he's a rapper. Some CDs there. I think I saw some.
Let's see if they have any record players. You would think that they would sell record players in here.
You would think they would, or at least. Yeah, lots of vinyl albums, brand new at Barnes and Noble. Three Amigos.
There's the record players back there, Michelle.
Yeah. Terry, Jeff Beck. Well, Grace, it all depends on how much money you have to put in your savings. I know I don't put 25% in mine, but I put at least $20 a month in my savings. I'm waiting for my Richest rebate. Oh, the Four Seasons in vinyl by Vivaldi? Oh, cool. I don't think they got cassettes, though, do they?
No, that's probably the next thing they're gonna fucking. Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna see cassettes come back. They're people already talking about the return of cassettes, but they're.
With this witch.
Anna? Man something. Pop manga. What are these DVDs or videotapes?
Oh my God, what is this? Look at the face on this one.
Well, Grace, you probably get more money coming in from something, or at least you have less expenses. Stream killers. Well, the by the way, I checked out the prices when somebody was reviewing the different financial plans for Starband or Starlink. They Starlink is not the cheapest game in town. I think it's interesting how great everybody thinks Starlink is. I think I pay for my home internet close to what basic Starlink costs. Only gives you 50 gigabytes. Nazi Germany. So I'm about to go Stalin there? Yep, Stalin. Oh, that's Lenin. No, Lenin, not Stalin. Queen Elizabeth II? Or is it? Grace, I don't deny that. The Noodles doesn't exactly plan ahead. I know
that. Why? What is he saying?
He's kind of like the grasshopper versus the ant. He's a grasshopper. You're the ant. Well, certainly enough big enough bookstore, that's for sure. James' voice was great. I do know the writer. I don't know much about them though. James Joyce, not James Weiss. Oh, I wish I could afford to buy books like this. I don't really get a lot of extra money to throw around at such frivolous things as books. I would, but you know.
Michelle, no one has money anymore. Nobody, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. So
What do you think
someday
that is?
bookstore's gonna be no more too. There's your Kamala Harris right there. And the vampire with the fangs. sucking America dry. What do you think about what's going on with the gangs invading housing, even in New York City right now? Because it seems that it's been going on for a couple months now.
No, I think they should.
Should what? Invade the city?
Yeah, I think they should start selling more drugs and killing people and doing whatever they got to do.
Well,
Why not?
one gang got so careless
New
they
York City loves
accidentally
it.
burned the house down that they were invading.
Okay, so
Chris said,
there you go.
Michelle Noodles asked what I'm saying. Tell him I said he was a dumb shit.
Who said that, Grizz?
Well, that's what Chris said that, yeah.
Well, Grizz, again, he lives in the forest. He lives in the forest. He has no access to fresh, clean water, medicine. He uses pine pitch to basically heal
access
everything.
to fresh, clean water. Hopefully, water that's free of hydrofluoric acid, i.e., the fluoride.
He drinks pond water, Michelle. He drinks pond water. His stomach is used to ingesting pond scum, Michelle.
Yeah, I agree with that, Red. When I was a kid, we didn't even really have social media. So we all kind of thought it was kind of cool that one day, the futurists were talking about how we would have the equivalent of YouTube and all that, and how great it was that everybody could become its own broadcasting network. The only thing is, reality kicks in and find out it's not so great. It's stressful. But people do like computers and stuff, but did we really benefit? Like the futurist said. And then, of course, during the pandemic, one of the things that was proposed in the 1960s or the 2000s was the kids would have actually education from learning at home. And even the character in one of the futuristic shows was bored. The kid was bored. His all he did was doing online educational courses, right? Yeah. And then I got to see what happened in real life with the kids learning at home and how bored they got. Oh, don't forget, New York, or a lot of large cities got processed water like that. It's not just New Jersey. I'm sure Portland does too. I don't think we benefit from all technology because there's always some asset that uses that man-made tech to try to destroy it all. Yeah, I know. There are those that will abuse what is available to them. No, in fact, a lot of us wouldn't even be here because we all depend on technology for our health. That's the reality. Advances in medicine, nutrition, clothing, housing made it possible for humanity to grow and expand so far. But sometimes all the modern technologies also creates pollution that's almost impossible to get rid of. Nice face in that woman. Oh, she's got a nice face, though. Kamala Harris does, but it's just too bad that there's not a nice brain to go with that face. It's Trump, yeah. The rise, fall, and return of Donald Trump. Who's that? Taylor Swift, Emily. I wonder who he is. Speaking of McDonald's, the corporation is thinking of leaving California because they can't afford to stay there. It's going to be too expensive to continue to work in California. Oh, we don't have anything like that in Winston. It's all overcast. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's not really that exciting out there. It's just Winston, you know. Just
You don't really have much going on out there in Winstead, Michelle.
No, there isn't really. It looks like there's not much going on in that bookstore either.
Here you go, Michelle. Happy girl.
A good, happy girl.
So when was the last time you were at a bookstore, Michelle?
As I said, the last time I was in a bookstore was back when I was living in Willimantic and I used to go to Walden Books.
No, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you.
Mad's treasure trove of trash.
Michelle, you should get orange hair. Get orange hair, Michelle.
I
That's actually awesome.
I don't think that would work with my complexion. I was thinking originally about dyeing my hair Aaron Eastern's color, but the pink hair, but I don't think that would work either.
Hmm. They have all these toys here, Michelle.
One of the things I remember about the bookstore is the smells of a bookstore. The bookstore has their
weird
own unique smell.
bacon bookmarks. They got bacon
No,
bookmarks.
the
They got
Winston Library is
Uncle.
quite fine, thank you very much. In fact, it's that and the College Library are the two biggest ones in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather? Looks like a kid's book.
This might be good for you, Michelle.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get this for you, Michelle. I'd buy this for you. The Would You Rather book.
What kind of books would you buy if you were to buy a book? What kind of books would you buy?
I buy reference books for like photography and art and stuff like that. I'd buy reference books. I don't really read. I refuse to read. I think it's evil.
Yeah. By the way, did you know? I forget who mentioned it that YouTube is planning to make it so that when you shoot video live streams, it actually ends up in both portrait and landscape at the same time.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know how it's going to work. I think Comedy Flu was telling us about that.
Yeah, well, I think it's like having Flu talked about it. I mean, I guess that way if you're shooting in portrait, I guess our landscape is automatically gonna just crop out the right and left side and just leave you the middle piece.
What do you think about that?
Well, I've done it for one of my vlogs. It's not so bad. But if you're shooting already in portrait, how are you going to make it into landscape? You're going to have to stretch everything out. You're going to still end up losing something. Then you're going to be doing
I don't know how that
crop
works.
to crap.
It's probably going to look if you go live on one in like one or the other, it's probably going to look like shit in the other. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Maybe they figured it out.
I'm certain they figured it out. But let's be honest. Crop to crap. That's exactly what's going to happen either way.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can set up so that the content creator can decide which format is going to be the final output. So right now you're in landscape right now.
Right, I'm doing this for you, or else I'd be in portrait.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's that comedian that no one cares about.
I don't know who he is. Chris Rock. Geddy Lee. Who's Geddy Lee? Paul Selleck. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, it's Wingstar. It's Wingstar. Look, Wingstar.
That's not Wingstar. Who was that one? That's Hocus Pocus, which is the Eastwick. Yeah.
Oh, Mike. Oh my God.
Excellent. Reality check. I think it's funny that there's still a lot of money that's invested in printing and publishing books.
Yeah, I can't believe this. They actually they spend money on this.
No, I don't know who Geddy Lee is. Sorry. Who's that guy? Oh, Fauci. Okay. I know he looks kind of familiar in his face. Blue eyes. I was a teenage slasher. Sacrificial animals. Eventually, books will be a thing of the past. Oh, I'm sure some way books will probably still exist, just like vinyl records still do. Even if everything goes electronic, somebody's gonna always want to have a printed copy. Raiders, rulers, and traders. The horse. Galloping history of the horse. The woman. Um, the other my sound would be that one. But still, it's interesting though. The amount of books that are still out there. I used to collect a lot of books, especially reference books. Harry Potter series. Are these games? Five Crown. 1980s decades of trivia. Clueless. What are these games or something?
Yeah, they're games. They're like board games.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle, we should get you something like this.
What's
These
this?
puzzles. They're like puzzles.
Yeah, sometimes. Those are the tougher ones. Those are kind of expensive too. Cat stacks? Big boggle. Stupid deaths. Never heard of that one. How do you doodle?
There's some puzzles, Michelle.
You know, send me some already. Thousand pieces.
Vintage puzzles, Michelle. 1,000 pieces. Yeah.
See that. Couple noodles Yahtzee. For Neanderthals, poetry for Neanderthals. Waffles versus pancakes. The ultimate showdown. Chicken versus hot dog. Penny black. Fire tower. Fight fire with fire. Press my gills. Doesn't do shit. Barry must have went dead. Trash talk. Axis alley. Okay. Oregon Trail. Ticket to Ride. Yeah. A little band called Rush.
So that's inside the bookshop, Michelle. I don't know if you want to go somewhere else.
I don't know. But, like I said, would you buy any of this stuff right now if you had the money?
No, I don't have any money. I don't know who the hell's buying books, Michelle. No one's got money. Nobody. I wouldn't even buy, Michelle. I wouldn't even buy these half off books because they're too much money. I can't even afford a $10 book, Michelle.
I see them. I used to have a lot of fun as a kid reading books, like I said. Unfortunately, as I got older, there was much money anymore to spend on that stuff. Looks like they're doing some work over here. Why, you like about the one sign that looks like it's kind of half-baked? Yeah. That one, yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember the game. Yeah, you have. I've looked at them too. I've been reviewing them as we go. But like I said, I don't usually buy a lot of books.
Oh, cool, Michelle. Look at the guns inside the cop car.
Yeah.
They got M4 rifles.
They got some pretty
They got
serious.
M4 rifles. See?
Yeah.
See the rifles in there? It's pretty cool. He's showing his computer. So they got M4 rifles and shotguns in the back of their cars.
Yeah, so there's a California Highway Patrol.
There's Palisade Security, Michelle.
The Palisade Security, you mean for the mall?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to send that.
So they have these things called call boxes, emergency call boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see that, Michelle. So you contact security. It says speak here, press to talk, press and hold button to talk, begin speaking after the beep, release button to listen.
That's interesting.
Call box.
Is it your birthday next Friday? Yes. 13th. You got a salon appointment coming up too, don't you? I do. Yes, the 12th.
This is the eatery. They have Brothers Barbecue in there, which I had the other day, which is actually pretty damn good. Brothers Barbecue. And it looks like there's a basement down here of some sort. I don't know if you want to go down here, Michelle.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, you think there's more stores down there, or just sort of?
Oh no, there's a lot of loud music down here, though. What the hell's going on? Stairs are all rusted out. What the hell's going on down here?
Wonder if there's restaurants down there.
Oh my god, what is this down here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Michelle, what is this?
Parking
lot. It's parking. Yeah. It looks like shit down here, too. Look how rusted out these stairs are.
Looks like
you could fall right through those stairs.
Looks like it hasn't been maintained at all.
If you walk down these stairs, I think you would fall right through the stairs, Michelle. Because of your bigness.
Well, it's definitely not in best of shape.
Uh-oh, more cops are showing up.
Well, it seems like the one store there with the marquee that looks like it's half baked. What's the story with that one?
That up there?
That one, yeah.
That's like their dining area where you can eat food.
You mean the food court?
Yeah, food court. Here's the Palisade Center security. So now they have these things on shopping carts, Michelle, because I think people were stealing shopping carts. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I have. Because they're using something like an invisible fencing kind of thing to lock them up. So a lot of police there, though.
Yeah. It smells like food in there.
Well, that's supposedly a food court, so. Alright, well, I'll talk to you later, Rambo.
Oh my God, Michelle, what is this? More stairs. Oh my God. Dude. Holy shit. Someone tossed you over this? You would be gone forever, Michelle. Gone forever.
What is that?
Oh.
Looks like a pit of some sort. Back to the cruiser again.
They have a place called Wingstop. Wingstop. This is the Yard House.
You think you were in shock last night?
I think I went in there for wings one time. It was kind of cool.
Never heard of dust storm either. I don't know if it's Steam or I think it said it was Steam. Steam. Well, I'd have to look for it first of all and find the Mac version because I don't want to have to go through VMware Fusion over and over again to play a game because that just adds whole layers of garbage on top of garbage. Let's be honest, Windows 11 is garbage. Back to the bookstore again.
There are Chinese myths and legends, Michelle.
Yeah. Chinese myths and legends. Irish
folk and fantasy.
Nothing but Italian, huh? Italy.
No. But this... Egyptians, Irish, Norse. Oh, here's another Norse. There you go, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. I saw it, the Norse mythology.
Michelle, it looks like you. It looks like you, Michelle.
How so?
Look.
Well,
You have the same legs. The same legs, Michelle.
Yeah. This illustration shows it. Legs are similar to mine.
Looks like you sleeping.
You're trying to make fun of me, Noodles.
You fuck, Michelle. Just showing you, Michelle.
I
There
have
you
to
are,
get a
Michelle, right there.
computer that runs a
Right there.
PC that has a TPM module. I don't know which modern computers have a TPM module. to install Windows 11 because Windows needs TPM.
These are actually pretty cool illustrations in here. I never knew this. Like, where are they getting these illustrations from?
And then good job on those.
Like, who's doing these illustrations?
Yeah.
They all kind of look like Clint, you know, like they had to have gotten these out of like a book, another book. Mythology.
Think
No,
about all
Sherlock
of them.
Holmes books, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. I see them. Nope. So I'll look at the game, find out is Dust Storm. It's called Dust Storm or Dust Rom. Dust Storm. Dust Storm.
Sorry,
No, nothing
Michelle.
for the weekend. Just the usual.
Okay, let's hit the road, Michelle. Let's go to the dollar store so I can buy my food for the week.
Okay.
You know how that works.
That mall looks pretty like it's been seen better days, obviously.
Oh, this mall's been around for almost 30 years, Michelle. 30 years. I don't know how. I think I was in high school or middle school when they built this fucking mall. I was a teenager when they built this mall.
Well, West Forest Mall that you and I were at was built back in the early 70s.
Yeah, no. So what happened here was this was a piece of property. It was like a swampland out here. They built this here, and it just became like they never did anything with it. They just kept the shit here, and they just don't
Yeah.
like they never redid it.
In other words, they never redid it, never renovated it, never fixed it up.
Yeah.
Got a couple cop cruisers nearby, but that's about it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I play the games I do because there's some games I like and there's some games I just don't. But right now, with the money I'm getting from Renters Rebate, I didn't want to spend it on stupid shit. So I ended up just trying to decide what I was going to buy. That would.
Michelle, you want to visit an old cemetery, like a really old one?
Not really. I'm gonna get ready to kind of wrap it up before the 7 o'clock show tonight.
Oh.
Get Comedy Flu ready to come up tonight. See if he wants to come out.
Why is this fucking truck coming in here?
What kind of truck? Oh, you mean the auto rack there carrying all the cars? He's thinking of delivery. Knock it off, Noodles. No, knock it off.
Well, Michelle, I think you had a splendid show today. I think it was really good.
Yeah, it was okay because people like to see the stores and things. They like that. Yeah, but we need 10 more likes, guys. Come on.
Oh, that's what we're shooting for?
We need 10 more likes. You just put just because you didn't press the button for something else. Yeah.
10 more likes in the masturbator.
Yeah, put 10 more in, guys. Come on. At least it's not music today. Yeah.
When it rains, it pours, Michelle. You know what I mean?
Well, right now it's not raining here.
No, it's raining here.
Oh, it
I
is?
think I'm going to go get myself a bagel, yeah. I didn't eat breakfast. Going on lunch. I was planning on fasting today, the whole day. So maybe I'll keep away from the food.
Maybe later
lose some
tonight,
weight.
I make some of the one Stover's French bread pizza I bought a couple days ago, which I didn't put in the
There you
toaster
go.
yet.
There you go. I'm just getting this fat fupa thing over my penis now, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if you have one of those. You know, the layer of visceral fat that just hangs over your dick.
I have no idea what that is. So, this place doesn't seem like a very big area.
Oh, where Grizz lives? Grizz lives in the woods, Michelle. I don't know if you know that.
No, no, where you are.
He lives in the forest, like gnomes, bears, and raccoons. He lives like a raccoon, Michelle.
No, it's just the change of seasons. It's starting to kind of get into me a little bit.
Grizz is a walking, talking, living raccoon. Oh, there's an Italian festival. You want to go there, Michelle?
Italian festival? Now?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to go there. I think I'm going to go in and maybe get some sausage and peppers. I'm going to live stream from there if you want to do it first.
So for you, it's almost always food, huh? Which is certainly...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I'm not eating today.
Well, I still got a lot of money left, and I haven't even spent all of it yet. But I still got to go pick up money for my hair for next week. Thursday. Friday is my birthday, so...
Are you going to see Taylor this week?
What's that?
You're going to see Taylor this week?
Yeah, on Thursday.
Nice.
Maybe
Can
I
you
can
put in a
ask
good word for me?
Maybe I can ask her if she'll let me just shoot the whole thing so you can see everything that's going on, but I'll have to ask her ahead of time.
Yeah.
Because some of the customers may not necessarily want to be on camera.
Michelle, there was no customers in there. It's just you and Taylor.
Well, she gets a lot of
kinda
customers. It depends on the time of the week. Sometimes she gets a lot of customers in there. Yeah.
Tay-Tay.
So I have to ask her first. Well, everybody, it's been. Let me just explain one thing for the rest of you guys that were wondering about what happened last night. Red and Brian wanted to play Turtle Wow, and they came up and immediately started saying the game sucked and all that. And I got so fed up with them. I just kind of just quit the game, and I just said, "That's it. We're done for the night." After only playing about an hour, and I thought it was kind of rude because they know what the game's like. They see me play it at least once a week, and they know that I enjoy playing the game.
Yeah, they're a bunch of assholes, Michelle. That Red and Brian. Cocksuckers.
I mean, if they don't like the game, why did they even bother show up to criticize it? They know what the
Because
game.
Michelle, they like to antag. I told you to block Red a long time ago, Michelle. Block him, get rid of him, get him out of your life. The guy ruins your channel. Get rid of him, Michelle. He's a nuisance.
Brian K. was when he came up with the story about the insane asylum and all that crap. That was his little joke. He thought was funny. By the way,
He's a scumbag, Michelle. He's a scumbag. But next time Brian K does that to you, Michelle, call him a scumbag.
yeah.
Michelle, you notice that they don't pull that shit on my channel? Because I'll call them out, Michelle. I'll tell them exactly what they...
let me tell you another story about another gamer, okay? Her character's name is called Blind Kills, okay? She has, if I'm correctly, she has macular degeneration. She cannot even see as good as me at all. She really can't. She's just like me. She basically has her eyeballs on top of the monitor. She's playing World of Warcraft by herself. Nobody else. She's playing by herself. She's going out there doing the same thing I'm doing. She's got a room of people watching the game. She's trying to relate to chat. She does have speech to text on, or text to speech on, so she can hear people asking questions. I can't do that because every time I do that, somebody starts saying stupid crap, and then YouTube gets so mad about it. Unless I can manage.
Well, YouTube's gay, Michelle. YouTube is gay.
I know.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll get a breakfast burrito.
By the way, Elon Musk wants to buy YouTube. I said good. The only question is, how likely is that going to happen?
Breakfast burritos are good for you, right, Michelle?
No, Katoya's out of jail. Yeah, Katoya's not in jail right now.
But breakfast burritos are good for you, correct? We got an Aldi's over here. That's what I'm going to live stream. I'll live stream my shopping, Aldi's shopping experience.
I've
never shopped at an
Aldi's
Aldi's.
is okay. I went shopping at Aldi yesterday.
No, that's where most of the poor people shop, correct?
Not all. Some people go to Dollar General and Dollar Tree too. We went to both last night. We went to Aldi and we went to Dollar General yesterday. And the ice cream I bought, they sell the same ice cream as CVS for like $7. They were selling the same one at Dollar General for like $5. I say like $2.
Yeah, Michelle, last night, Red couldn't control himself, and he had to come into my live stream and start making comments. You know what I did, Michelle? I blocked him right away, Michelle. Blocked.
Wait, what did they say on your show last night?
It doesn't matter what he said. I don't want him there. He's blocked, Michelle. Blocked.
Yeah, Aldi's is okay. I've never been to Trader Joe's though. That's the Aldi's North, which is different than Aldi South or Aldi Süd, which is in German. But they're owned by the same family.
The Aldi's family.
Yeah, the Aldi family. Yeah.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. All right, we're going inside this place.
Why? What's going on here?
It's just there's a line out the door for fucking McDonald's.
Really?
But red, Michelle, red is blocked from my channel. Red, you scumbag prick. You are a scumbag, Red. You are no longer allowed on my channel, and you can't help yourself but make comments. You scumbag. Scumbag prick. That's how you gotta talk to them, Michelle.
That's not the way I like to talk to people, but... So you got a line of customers out the door of McDonald's.
Red, you white N-word. Red, you are a white N-word. Red orangutan.
Well, I thought the what him and Brian said last night was just a bit over the top. I wonder how many people.
Right.
I wonder how many people get mad at blind kills because she can barely see the screen. At least she's enjoying the game I'm playing, and she's no one. I don't even think she really has anyone else playing with her.
Brian K, lay off. Brian K, lay off.
Oh, this is good. And Little, I don't know much about Little. I know it's another chain. We don't have one in our area.
You don't have a what?
A Little, Lidl.
Oh, yeah. Michelle, look at this fucking line out here. This is incredible. Look at this. There's a... Look at this.
Pretty big.
Look at all these slobs going into McDonald's, Michelle.
Right, that's a drive-thru. What about the...
Yeah, look at all these... Look at all these slobs, Michelle.
What about the foot-through? How many people are sitting in line in the foot-through?
I don't know. Looks like a bunch of slobs, Michelle. All right, let's go get...
Let's see how busy the foot-through is.
No problem. Have a nice day, guys.
After all, I got a drive-through, then what's the place
I
where
don't
you
know. I
walk
saw
in?
this line coming out here. I was like, what's going on? Are they get...
Now.
Yeah.
That's because they brought an umbrella.
Yes.
Without the umbrella,
It's the rain.
Have a nice day, guys.
Oh, the foot-through don't look too busy.
So, Michelle, this is a McDonald's.
I know.
Have you ever been to McDonald's? Have you ever been to a McDonald's, Michelle?
I go to McDonald's. I kind of prefer Wendy's more than McDonald's.
This kind of looks like
Well, actually,
this kind of looks like a Winston.
They do have a pretty good sized crowd inside in the foot-through.
So they had this kind of reminds me of Winstead, Michelle. The way they got everything set up in here.
We have the same setup there.
Are you jealous of this McDonald's, Michelle?
No.
Look at that.
It's the same setup as ours is.
They have Kit Kat flurries now. This is the quarter pounder with cheese, Michelle. This is the quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah.
See the pickles, they got the onions, they got the cheese.
They could catch up, obviously.
Yeah. All right, I'm not eating in there. You want to know why? You want to know why, Michelle?
Yeah.
There were black people in there, Michelle. I don't eat black people. I choose not to. So I'll go to another establishment. And then here, Michelle, look.
I'm looking. Picture of a hamburger and a pole.
Mm-hmm. There might be like a bagel place around here. I love bagels. I wouldn't mind getting a bagel right now. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I bought some bagels yesterday at Aldi. I didn't try them yet, but
so that was a waste of time. That was a waste of time.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, when is that loser getting thrown out of his apartment? Kyle J or whatever his name is.
Next Monday. Kyle's leaving
Oh,
Monday.
shut up, Grizz. Grizz, I'll shop wherever I want, Grizz. I didn't feel comfortable in there because it was filled with blacks. Filled with blacks. I would eat with blacks. I was feeling very uncomfortable in there, Grizz. Very uncomfortable.
Noodles has no money today. Probably don't. He said something that he didn't have money. Still, does anybody know exactly if Kyle is going to go peacefully or is the police going to have to mess him up?
What are you talking? Oh, Kyle. You think they're gonna go in there with a battering ram, Michelle, and like drag him out and like with zip ties and stuff?
I don't know what they're going to do with him, but the point is on Monday he's supposed to be out of here, so.
Yeah. Nasty ass Kyle.
He tried to go to Jimmy, tried to brown nose his way back into Jimmy's good graces, but Jimmy told him to go fuck himself.
Really?
Yeah, because he said, you've been trashing my building and trashing my tenant's property. And he said, no one likes you either.
Really?
Really.
How do you know that conversation happened?
Because Krista told me that she heard him and Jimmy talking.
Oh.
I don't think Kyle's a good man. I think he's a gum-bean idiot. I think he's a bad man. Nobody likes him. He's an idiot. He's just a mess. Just to be mad for a while. Just he played the same song and repeat on his CD player for 4 hours at high volume just to be an asshole. Well, he went on for 4 hours.
Did Jimmy bring up the bleaching incidents or no?
Yes, he did. That's why he's being evicted. And the fact that Kyle also didn't pay his rent.
Wow.
Because he's month to month just like the rest of us, it's very easy for Jimmy to get rid of him. I think it's kind of sucks that he had to be that kind of a person, though. Well, if he was a decent person, he probably still have an apartment. He probably would still have a place to live. But trying to brown nose with Jimmy to let him stay, Jimmy told him, said, I already gave you 2 other tries. You messed up both times.
That's not happening. Fuck that. Fuck that. He's not getting back in there, Michelle.
No, he's not. Then he tries to countersue Jimmy, and the judge told him, sorry, don't wash. You keep renewing your lease. This is month to month.
Why is Red talking about Glasgow Dave?
I don't know about the Glasgow Dave side of things.
There you go, Michelle. You got to get rid of this Red guy.
No, actually, bleaching has a lot to do with Kyle's eviction, along with the fact that he didn't pay his rent for a few months.
Red is kind of like the Kyle of YouTube, of this channel. You ever notice that?
Kinda, but I do talk to Red. At least that's unlike Kyle. Kyle won't even talk to me at all.
Yeah, but Red is brown nosing you to get back in your good graces so that you won't kick him out, kind of like Kyle. Don't you understand what's going on here, Michelle?
I don't necessarily have a problem with Red, but it's Brian K. and his joke that went flat that kind of pissed me off to no end.
I don't know why you put up with these guys, Michelle. I really don't.
I don't know. Let me see if it's raining outside my window. Alright, one button. Not right now. Just,
Michelle, Red is antagonizing right now, Michelle, on your channel. Why do you let him antagonize like this? Seriously.
Yeah, but Tiger Kitty, here's the thing. He decided to stay anyway. It's month to month. I mean, you don't pay rent, your lease is up. Period. Which means it's as well rental. He could have just gone ahead and said, okay, I'm going elsewhere. So, but I guess no landlord would take him. And he supposedly had access to $85,000 that he stole from a woman. He could have used it to pay for a house or for a rent or a condominium that was a better quality. He chose...
Wait, he stole $85,000 from a woman?
Yeah, from an elderly woman that was like Joe Biden that was losing her mind.
Kyle did this?
Yes.
Precious Kyle.
He's already in civil court over this issue for fraud.
Oh my God.
So
what a bunch of trash bags you live with.
He had the money to go ahead and get himself a better place. Why didn't he go do it?
What a trash bag, Michelle.
I know he is. Well,
he kind of reminds me of Red a little bit.
Yeah, he already knew about the bug problem. That's the thing. He already knew about it. He didn't complain about it 3 years ago. But he's also, unfortunately, upset a lot of tenants at the same time. He's an arrogant asshat. He doesn't follow the rules. He doesn't even respect...
That sounds exactly like Red, Michelle. Exactly like Red.
No, it's a little different.
I just don't know why you put up with it.
That's elderly financial abuse. I agree. In fact, as he took advantage of this elderly woman. You know.
How do we know that? How do we know that Red doesn't do that with Brian K? How do we know?
All I know is that what happened last night with Red and Brian Case, as I said, still pisses me off. Look, guys, I guess
take their wrench, Michelle. Take their wrenches, Michelle. Michelle, think about all the time and effort that you put into that game. All the great times and all the great hours that you've put in and given us, and they just crap all over it, Michelle. And they laughed at you all night. Take their wrenches now.
No, I'm not going to take the wrenches now. But I'm saying this is that I just found it a little bit rude that they sat there and they know what the game is like. They played it themselves. The fact is, if they didn't like it so much, why did they want to come out to play?
Because they were being rude on purpose, kind of like Kyle, Michelle. I'm telling you, Brian and Red are like the Kyle of YouTube. I'm telling you. And you're allowing these people to just walk all over you, Michelle, after you put out that awesome content last night.
Tiger Kitty didn't do anything wrong, Brian.
There we go, Michelle. You see what's going on here? She
wasn't really razzing me about the gameplay. You two were, not her. She didn't even really say much in the side chat.
Give her a break, Brian K. and Red. You scumbags. Call them scumbag, Michelle.
Yeah, but...
Make sure they know what they are, Michelle.
I don't play the game strictly because I'm trying to win. I play it because I enjoy it. It gives me something to do. It gives me a chance to get away from all the IRL BS in life. I like to get away from that somewhat, you know. For me, it's an
Right, and
it's an
Brian
escape.
K. and Red do not want you to get away from it. They want you to be engulfed by it, Michelle. They want it to become your life for some reason. They gotta stop. They gotta stop.
Yeah.
They're
And then
punks,
Brian
Michelle.
K. when he
Punks.
tried to come up with those BS about me being committed and all that stuff, that was above and beyond acceptable trolling. That is disgusting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Michelle. And you allow it. You allow it to happen. Let's be honest.
I didn't even know what was happening until I figured it out afterwards. That took a little bit of time, me and a couple other people behind the scenes to find out what was going on. And the thing was, it still was not acceptable.
Michelle, you never would have known what was going on. You never would have known unless some of us good people contacted you and told you about it, Michelle. These are not good people. They would have, Brian K. and Red Orangutan would have let this go on until the moment that you jumped out of your third-story apartment window, Michelle.
All I know is that I enjoy playing the game because, as I said, it gives me a little bit of relaxation. Even if it's not much, I'll take what I can get. You know, it makes me feel better. You know.
Brian K. and Red Orangutan don't want you to relax, Michelle. They want you to be in constant terror. Constant terror. Block Red Orangutan now.
I don't know about that.
You have to do this, Michelle. You have to. This isn't even up for debate, Michelle.
Well,
these are treacherous, evil people. Think about it, Michelle. If someone didn't tell you, right, what Red and Brian were doing, what would have happened? To this very day, you would have been excited about.
Let me ask you a question. It's something a little bit related to that story that Brian K. tried to come up with.
Right.
What was the objective of that? What was really the objective of that?
I have no idea.
I happen to be friends with the people in the spiritual realm. So what? So what? I take care of my apartment the best I can. He tried to break up me and Krista's friendship as well.
Why would they do that, Michelle?
Krista was saying this horrible stuff about you and all that. And I talked to Krista, and she said, I only said that you did need a little help cleaning your house, and they're trying to, and he's sitting there trying to tell her that Krista's not my friend, Krista doesn't care about me. That's BS. That's BS, because Krista does care about me, and I respectfully care about Krista as well and her family.
Well, Michelle, why would they do that? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Brian K. isn't exactly talking about it, is he?
No. It's because, Michelle, they wanted to see you frightened and scared, Michelle.
I don't know if these people realize anything, but people like me, if we are terrified enough, we will leave YouTube, okay? Maybe not entirely, but we would just close or would just stop streaming. We're not going to sit there and be abused like that. We can't handle it. We live, we're very emotional people. We try to be balanced. We try to work our lives to keep things organized. But the abuse that was done was excessive.
Now, why do you think they did this abuse thing, Michelle? They wanted to see you get abused. They sat back and watched it, Michelle.
I think they wanted to see drama, thinking it was going to increase the number of viewers on my channel.
That's true. Hi, how are you?
I'm not sure what that is, Red, but I'll tell you, like I said, I'm still very upset about that, and you know I am, and you know I have a reason to be.
Here, please.
Brian K came up with the crap story about me trying to be committed and all that, and then he tried to blame it on Krista.
Well, Michelle, it's because Michelle, they don't necessarily like you, Michelle. They like antagonizing you. You understand what's going on here, Michelle? Thank you. Michelle, I think it's about time that you take care of these people. You get rid of them, Michelle.
Well, I'm talking about you, Brian, about this commitment BS that you came up with. Why did you even do that? That's abusive. Yes, I got lots
Michelle,
of views.
why are they so abusive to you?
So why are we talking about last night when I'm talking about something that actually also occurred before last night, which is another thing, but that's you are actually just talking about just last night. What about the other part, Brian K., the one I just brought up? I mean, I covered it last night already. I'm talking about the stuff that he tried to do, making up the BS things, people are trying to lock me up and all that. That's the part that I'm still hopping mad about. All the energy that was thrown at that project. What the hell for?
Why is he doing that, Michelle? Why is Brian K. and Red Orangutan doing that?
Why is Brian K. doing it? He's here right now. Why didn't he answer the question?
Michelle, I love you to do that. Brian K. and Red Orangutan would. Michelle, I need them to be physically and thrown
All right, so let's come up on panel soon. No, it's not ding dong. I don't have a ding dong up here right now. No one's ding donging. I'm watching the screen.
See, now they're trolling you, Michelle. They're trolling you, and they want you to be aggravated today. They're trying to ruin
right
your
now,
day,
there's
Michelle.
no one up here except Noodles. I'm watching the screen. There's no ding dong. It's NIR is the link. Maybe you're on the wrong one. NIR. NIR is the panel link. NIR. Gidgy, its link was given in the panel on me, you, and Tiger and Noodles.
Why are they doing this?
Oh, Brian K. isn't even really taking his time to explain it. I would like to know what is recent. Give me a break, Brian. You know how to do this.
Michelle, why are they constantly teasing you about everything? That's what I want to know. Why is it always a constant tease? Why? And if Red shows up every day to get a reaction from you, to make you cry, to make you not want to sleep.
Almost got into a lot of trouble, and I had a few cousins about ready to go there to kick some butt. I know as a content creator, I have tried. I don't always do a good job on the show. I'm not gonna lie. My show is not perfect. It is so organic. Okay, now since ding dong me is Gitchy. Go ahead, Gitchy. Gitchy's getting ready for the microphone.
All right. Good morning, Noodles. Good morning, Michelle.
Morning.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
I'm doing okay.
So, Michelle, why are you letting these trolls troll you?
I don't know. Just like last night, like I said, that was a bit much about the gameplay. But then again, Brian K never did answer the question why he didn't troll about talking about the mental health stuff either.
KG, basically what she's saying is very frustrating what Brian K and Red Orangutan are doing.
Hi, David. Okay. Well, have you talked to them and told you? Because I saw like where Krista wrote some pretty bad things. Like they were screenshotted. Brian couldn't have made that up. So I'm confused.
I talked to Krista about that.
Well, I believe that, but I mean, at the time, maybe she was upset and she did say that, so that's why Brian thought that. But I mean, that was a direct screenshot.
That was Brian K. kind of actually pushed her to say it in a way, because he was saying, "Oh, Michelle is not stable and all that crap."
He pushed her.
That was his project.
Yes, KG. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, he's quite the evil villain. My God. I mean, that's pretty cool. So he can force people to, like, I want to get in chat with him in the private chat back there and get him to force me to say something or do something.
Oh, coerce.
Or, yeah, you coercer, you, Brian. Oh, Krista could have been high. She did, Tiger. No, she really did. I mean, you can't.
Why do we go?
Saying that Krista is to blame at all. Krista is your friend, Michelle. Krista loves you. There is no question about that. Oh, here's Krista. Why do we rehash the same shit over and over again? I already talked to Michelle about this stuff. I don't want to talk about it no more. Over and over again about the same fucking shit. Krista is done talking about this. Krista wants no more of this.
I'm just mad at why Brian King even originally brought this idea up in the first place.
Red thinks that Warcraft.
This was Brian K's baby. This was his idea.
His baby. Well, I thought his baby was more like Fish Tank. I hope we're really working on that.
Well, he came up with this idea. You know what I mean?
Oh, to play World of Warcraft?
No, about the commitment crap.
Was it his idea, Michelle? Because
he came up with it. He was the only one who did.
I don't think he started it, Michelle. I really don't. And do you have clarification that he started it? I did too, JoJo. I missed a ton of shit.
Even Stan CT said that Brian King came up with this idea.
Right, that's true, Michelle. I have the evidence and the proof, Michelle.
Right.
It's been called World of Snorcraft forever. I mean, you can't get upset with people for dogging on WoW. Michelle, I've played that game for 15 years. I love that game. That game has got wonderful memories for me, but it's still a boring piece of shit to watch.
Yeah, Michelle, I've been saying this for a long time with you, too. I'm not like, I wasn't lying about it. I wasn't trying to put you down. I just don't like that game. I think it's
Unless
garbage.
You're Asmongold, nobody's watching you play World of Warcraft, I promise.
Yeah.
It's just that boat has sailed.
But even Blind Kills
plays raider, for Christ's sake.
Even the woman with the Immaculate Degeneration named Blind Kills plays the World of Warcraft game, same game I play.
Michelle, do you know how many people there are that play World of Warcraft that are blind, deaf, and dumb?
Lots.
Okay. All right. So it's not a big deal for blind people or deaf people or pedophiles or whatever to play this game. All right. Anybody can play this game.
Right. And for some of us, it's also a way we also just relax. Some of us are not rushing to get to level 70 or whatever.
Michelle's feelings were hurt beyond belief by Brian K. and Red Orangutan on purpose.
By last night. But again, as I said, we have two different topics. So yes, last night I was really pissed off.
What pissed you off, honey? What upset you so much? I don't understand.
He originally wanted to play with me, and they said, "Oh, you're just ignoring us. This game is crap. It's garbage. I hate it. Don't like it."
Let me explain something to you. I play with someone that plays like you, that just runs around in circles and runs into walls. I play with someone like that. So I get it. You have no idea the frustration level that is involved in playing World of Warcraft with you. You really don't. And that goes for anyone that plays with someone that has a true handicap, Michelle. It is so frustrating. I told you at the beginning of the week.
It's challenging. I know it is. It's challenging for us players, too, because Remember,
hang on, I was
especially
in the
when we're
middle of a
trying to
sentence.
follow somebody, we gotta keep
I was in
following
a
them
sentence.
over and over and over and over and over again.
Right. But Michelle, you have to find people that are willing to play with you, right? And here's the deal.
Right, maybe
Sure, they
maybe
may
blind
troll
kills
and
might
play
play with
around
me.
with you, but they're not mean trolls. They're not like that Eloise bitch that goes after your friends.
Thank you.
Oh my God, look at that. Oh, and look. Why'd
What
they
is
smother
that?
everything in gravy?
Let's-
What's wrong with it? Why is everything smothered in gravy?
I don't know. I've never been here before.
Wait, what is that
I'm sure
ball?
it's the first
That
time.
looks good.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh my-
rice. It's
I
like
just saw your t-shirt. Oh my God, that's precious. The macaroni
Yeah.
salad looks kicking.
yeah, we're gonna try it right now. I've never been here
Okay, so
before.
wait, is that like meatloaf and egg? What is that?
It's like a beef patty and egg.
Okay, all right, like a Salisbury steak kind of thing. All right, I'm sure it's fine. Where are we eating? At a cafeteria?
Now the other topic that I
you're at
also
work, aren't
discussed
you?
today about Brian Cake is he had nothing to do with World of Warcraft last night.
That is
But-
the most white people looking food. Yeah, no, Brian just said that, Noodles. That is the most white person looking plate I have seen in a long time. There ain't no brother sitting down with that plate of food.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Michelle, I just want you to know that it is very frustrating for someone that can see perfectly or well, or someone that can hear or has good dexterity with their hands to play with someone that's challenged. That's why I told you on Monday that sure, Thursday night, the night you normally play WoW, I would play with you. I was ready. You were tired, you didn't play. Then I heard that I got mentioned on Friday. Well, I've never been able to do anything with you guys on Friday. I've said that for 2.5 years.
I know.
Okay, I
But
just didn't want you to think I
kind
was
of
ignoring you.
tired on Thursday, so
Oh,
I
God.
just didn't play the game on Thursday. So I kind of did some gameplay on Friday because I felt a little more energetic. But still, what about what the other topic was I brought
But why
up?
are we picking on? Why did you choose? I mean, I know Red's your bitch boy, right? That's your whipping boy. I get it. But why is Brian now part of your whipping boy team? Do you need a team like you have your staff? You got to have a
He
whipping
was the one
boy
who came
team.
up with the commitment idea. He's the one. In
How
fact,
do you know he
Stan
came up
CT
with it,
even
Michelle?
said so.
Okay, Stan CT is not God. I may want to fuck him, but he's not God. Stan CT does not know for a fact that Brian came up with that. Stan CT may be telling you in just to make you feel better. Have you ever thought about that?
Making me feel better didn't make me feel better. It made me angry.
What makes you feel better? All right, look. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes here, all right? First of all, Noodles, can we get a food review on the white person plate?
This is so good.
Is it good? I knew it. I knew
It's so good.
Not very colorful though.
it's not. It's god awful looking, but I figured it was gonna be good. Look, that egg is gone.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought Krista came up with it. No, Krista didn't come up. No. Krista, look, what happened with Krista is she got screwed and said something that got taken. Look, leave Krista alone. Let's leave Krista out of this. How about that? Krista is Michelle's very dear friend. Thank you so much for the follow.
My brother's
here's
name is
Krista
Richard.
again. No, I never wanted Michelle and no institution. I just wanted Michelle. Right. I know, Krista. Krista, we know. You don't have to. You're fine. Hey, buddy, I've been watching your stream and I'm really impressed with your content. I think you have the potential to be a big success on Kick. I have some ideas. Oh, that's great. She's loaded. She's got lots of money. Send her emails, She just got an inheritance.
Who did?
You did.
I didn't get an inheritance.
Yeah, I'm telling the new person that just followed you on Kick that you have lots of money.
I don't have lots of money. I got Reg's rebate coming up in October, but that's not from inheritance.
There you go, Mr. Kick person that wants to help her be a star on Kick.
Now that promoter, he's not getting zip out of me because I don't think he's legit.
So, all right. Noodles needs some collard greens and cornbread. Yes, he does, David Bingman. Yes, he does need some. I would love to see Noodles go and eat some soul food. If you all have never eaten soul food, it is very different, but it is very good cuisine. It really is. I know it's a joke. There's like, oh, it's black people food. It is. There's nothing wrong with that. It's soul food, but it's great, man. Some good collard greens with bacon and look at his beard. Look at his beard, y'all. That's a man that's enjoying his meal.
Oh, and that's
I like that. All right. So, Michelle, listen, you can't get frustrated with people that are. How do I say this the right way so you
I am
understand?
right to get frustrated with people when they waste me. What they do is harmful to people. That's not good.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I wasn't here, but you all were playing WoW. There's no way that WoW is harmful.
I'm not talking about the WoW. That's a whole nother different topic. We just covered that. We just covered that one.
Hey, keep your voices down, Michelle.
We're not talking about the WoW. We already covered that. We're talking about something that Brian K. orchestrated earlier this month that caused all kinds of consternation. That still bothers me deep down.
Michelle, why is it so hard for people to understand what's going on?
I don't know.
This is so good. Michelle, I wish you were here with me.
Now, here's the big question. How much was that plate of food, Dave?
Like $15. Oh,
Jesus, really?
Yeah, it's expensive eating out.
This place is called Aloha. Aloha. It's like a.
That's why you have rice. And okay, now your meal makes sense. That's a very traditional. Yeah, I don't know about the macaroni salad, but I know rice is served with every meal in Hawaii. It's wild.
Yeah. So I've never had this before, but it's pretty good.
Krista's still going. Krista, I'm not even going to take time to read it. We know you're a good person, and you are. Oh, look at this. Aloha. Don't worry, Krista. Oh my God,
Krista knows that I do try my best to keep up with the laundry, and I wash it by hand, and that takes me longer, but I do wash it, and it's. Right now,
exactly.
I just got
JoJo. That's all she needs is adult services.
Socks are still slightly damp on the line outside. Next thing I gotta wash is tops. I gotta wash that tomorrow.
By the way, I want to let everyone know while we're on the fuck Kyle train. Michelle's cat urinates everywhere outside, so Kyle was putting bleach out to try and get rid of the urine smell. And if you
everywhere.
Stan CT will
There's
tell you.
There's another cat in the neighborhood, though. There's another tomcat outside that sprays outside.
It's not her cat. We've never seen Rusty do it. We've never seen Rusty do it.
There's another cat outside that's doing that, not Rusty.
Okay. All I'm saying is the whole bleach thing. He was trying to get rid of the smell of urine. So let's not make Kyle. I understand he's an asshole bastard, but let's not make it worse than it is.
All right,
but Gidgey, why was Brian K. trying to drive Michelle crazy with these with the and also Red Orangutan?
Were they, or is she? Is she cuckoo, or were they trying to drive her cuckoo? Who really is the cuckoo one?
Michelle, are you crazy or no? Michelle,
I think Loomy might be a little batshit crazy personally. Come on, Loom. You know you got a wild side.
No, I got a wild side, yeah, but I don't. Yeah. I don't treat people. I don't do stupid stuff like Brian K. did either.
Well, look, it was a joke that fell flat. I would let it go.
No, it was a pretty cruel joke, if you ask me. I think Michelle really hurt Michelle emotionally a lot more than you think it did.
So now,
then,
Michelle, I
Brian,
want to point out that Brian K. and Red Orangutan do not care about your feelings. So I think you should block them right away, Michelle. Michelle?
Brian, stop it. Oh, is she? Why don't I
What
hear
the
you?
hell does that mean? Can I stay in this place for a few more weeks? What does that mean? I just paid my goddamn
The nut
rent.
house.
What does that tell you?
No, we're talking about the nut house. He wants you to stay in the nut house for a few weeks.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Try it out. See how it feels.
Michelle, they're trying to get you to be put into a nut house, Michelle.
Institutionalized.
Yeah,
Rubber walls and stuff. Straight jackets. Thorazine.
Michelle, why would they do this, Michelle?
I don't know.
Why would Red
Ask Gidget that
Orangutan want
question.
this to happen?
Test.
Because Gidget already knows that they're not going to do that in the state of Connecticut because there's no money involved in it. It's not like I'm like, you know, Britney Spears or Hilton where
She's
there's
right.
a lot of money involved
She's
to
right.
pay for all this.
Bottom line, she can wipe her own ass. The state's not going to get involved.
Yeah, you know what's funny? So like I did this with Justin, and I talked to the woman afterwards. She's like, "Listen, he's got everything, and
Yeah.
the state's going to see that, and they're going to say he doesn't need our help at all." And I was like, "Yeah, but there's like a lot of issues there, and they don't. They will step in if someone is like." Absolutely insane. Like they would want Michelle, if they were going to really do this, Michelle, they would have you go for a psych evaluation. You know, that's not going to happen with you. But Michelle, I'm going to ask you a question. What's going to happen to you when you can't get up and down the stairs anymore?
Well, that's something I'm concerned about, but I'm also concerned that maybe my rent could go up next year and result in me not being able to afford to stay here. Which is a valid concern because of my age, and in fact, I am on a fixed income. So what happens if the rate goes up and I can't afford to stay anymore?
Well, I mean that happens, right? But
Michelle, can I ask you a question? I always hear you in all your videos and every live stream. It's always what if, and it's a bad thing. What if we run out of money for this? What if this goes up? What if I don't have food stamps? What if the country stops?
I'm always
offering
trying to plan
food
ahead.
stamps?
That's what I do.
Okay, but you're not though. Your cup, okay. You know the old expression, cup half empty, cup half full. Your cup is always on empty, girl. Always. You're never positive. It's always, oh my God, what if this? What if that? It's always into the world with you. You got to get more positive.
Oh, I try to be. That's one of the reasons.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You bitch and moan and complain about everything you can.
Because I'm always having to plan ahead. There's no one else to help me out do this stuff. I have to take care of everything. I don't have the option to go ahead. You deal with the problem, so I can go ahead and be the grasshopper and having fun while you're getting ready for the hard winter ahead.
See, here's the deal. You're not mentally deficient, all right? You're deficient physically, right? Mentally, you're all there for the most part. I mean, that's questionable, but for the most part, you're all there. So you keep saying you're stressing because you need to plan. There's no one else. Michelle, I don't have anyone else to plan or do.
I don't have anyone else to take care of my everyday stuff. I gotta do it all every day, just like everybody else does.
Just like the rest of the world, and you're able to do that. You are physically able.
Yes,
to.
I'm able to do that. Absolutely. We're all
back here saying, "Oh, poor Michelle. She needs help." No, she doesn't. She's able and willing. Okay, she may need help with bugs because she can't see, right? So sure, with cleaning, she may need someone to oversee it, but you can push a broom. You can use a sponge. You can, you can't get down on your hands and knees because you can't get back up. I understand that. So you need someone to help.
She's like a turtle.
Michelle, you're physically able to do anything you want to do.
I do the best I can. I consider that quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, my son just said, "You dance, Michelle. Why don't you dance more?" But poor Matthew, my son, going off to law school next year, and you can't help him with some more dance videos. He needs some spank bank material. He loves your dance videos. Everybody loves you dancing. We get one dance video a month or a year.
And I like doing them too.
Michelle is lazy. No, she is lazy. Michelle is very lazy. But I don't
I'm
know
not
if
even
it's
going to answer that one
lazy.
from Red. You want to answer Red's?
She's mentally lazy. That's what's so funny about Michelle. She's mentally lazy. And you're right, because she'll say, like, Noodles will say, hey, check this out. And she's like, okay, send me a link. Send me their email. Give them my contact info. Do this for No.
You know
You know
what's
what?
funny, Gigi? She knows what my response is going to be. That's why she asked me to do it.
Of
She
course.
knows I'm never going to do it, so she goes, "Yeah, just do that."
But you have to understand, she's got yes people like me and Tiger, then other people, I'm not going to mention any other names, I'll use me and Tiger, that are yes Michelle's, and we'll sit here and waste our fucking time doing this stupid shit that she could easily do. But, and yeah, she knows it's true. Michelle, look, I'm not going to sit up here and rag on Michelle all day. I will say this. I said something negative, now let me say something positive.
Oh.
Getting rid of Carmen was the best thing you could do. I think it's great that she comes back and visits for WoW. I don't want to hear from her any other time. But I think you have gotten yourself together, Michelle, and you kind of realized that Carmen was a real... Thank you for the sub! That Carmen was a real
monkey.
distraction. Yes. A monkey. So,
let's just say, as far as Carmen goes, Carmen left because she realized she was compromising me and Michelle's marriage. That's why she left.
The thing is it landscape? Thank you, landscape. So I think we all have given up on that. You stream how you want to and you enjoy it. But yeah, there was supposed to be a cooking stream. But again, we know that Michelle is not a... She's lazy. All right, fine. She's lazy. Not lazy, just afraid. No.
Yeah,
David, really, I love Michelle,
David,
but no, she is lazy. She'll tell you she's lazy. Don't give her an excuse. She'll tell you she's lazy.
I'm not lazy.
She's not scared. She doesn't have anxiety to cook. She does it all the time, David. She is lazy. She won't, like, for movie night, we have to get her ahead of time and say, Michelle, you can't skip movie night. You gotta, you got people that actually look forward to it. Trust me. I love Michelle, David, and I'm not down to pick on her. But one thing 100% she is L-A-Z-Y.
I am not lazy, David. That's just right. Sometimes I get
Michelle, you are.
Michelle, put a poll.
All right,
put a poll
guys.
up. Hang on. Put a poll. Put a poll up.
All right, everybody, listen to me. Okay, David, this is right. Sometimes I get scared. I get nervous. Right. I don't know what to do, and then I get stuck. That's what happens.
Okay, really? So you don't know how to cook, Michelle? You can't do a cooking stream because you've got anxiety about cooking?
Is anybody here a licensed board certified psychiatrist? So we could actually ask somebody who is actually certified.
I'm not looking for psychiatry, Michelle. You need to accept the fact you're lazy. I used to be lazy as fuck. I'm still lazy when I can. There's nothing wrong with being lazy, Michelle. Lots of people are lazy. You just have to have a time where you get up off your ass and do something.
Wait, listen. I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. It's almost 1 o'clock.
Oh, no. Michelle, all right. Let's talk about how Brian K. and Red are assholes.
Yeah, exactly. If we bash on everybody else, talk about anxiety and not laziness, she'll keep screaming. But if we talk about how it's laziness, she's got to end.
Sherry Jackson knows a lot more about me than you guys do.
You can't handle it because she knows it's true. There's no way to not say. Just say.
If Sherry ever has the time to come up on panels, she could probably tell you a few things that you didn't even think about. It's maybe David S is much closer to what's going on.
You're lazy. It's okay. There's not anyone in chat except
David S is right about what's going on. There's a lot of anxiety Michelle faces, and
Michelle, there's no anxiety when it comes to doing a cooking stream or a dancing video. I'm sorry, that's not true. That's a lie, Michelle.
No, it's
everybody apparently except David thinks that that's not true. So what's the reality? Is David right or is everybody else right? What do you think?
What's that?
I love you, Michelle.
All I know is that I do have anxiety issues. I already told people that. They know that.
Never said you didn't.
I'm trying my best to try to overcome my anxiety. But the BS that Brian K. did actually set me back a bit.
Okay, Michelle, What we were talking about when we were saying you were lazy was doing cooking streams and dancing videos. You don't have anxiety about those things because you do them, but you don't want to because you're lazy. That's okay. I'm not saying you're...
Gidgy, if Brian K knew that Michelle has anxiety, right, why would he increase it tenfold?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, Michelle, does he
That's
know
a
how
good
bad
question.
your anxiety
Why
is?
did he want to do that? Brian
So do you
K's
think
here
he
right
knew?
now. Why don't you ask him?
Oh, Brian, what do you have to say for yourself? I mean,
And why would Red Orangutan continue to come here and basically tell her what she's doing is crap? He's always doing that. He's making fun of the video games. He's telling
that's
her,
true. But Red is always on you, Michelle. Always.
Michelle, let's talk about this. Why do you think Red and Brian K would do this to you?
And are Red and Brian
I
even...
don't know.
They're not like...
Why would he want to do this to me? Why would he want to orchestrate some kind of a fancy bullshit story? Why would he want to go through and set up a fake email account for this woman and then have her subscribe to my channel, which would have been against HIPAA anyway?
Did you unblock Eloise after I blocked her, by the way?
No, I did not unblock her.
Okay, thank you.
But I don't see why you compare her to Baroness. Baroness is different than Eloise. They're different people, but that's another story.
Michelle, you don't know that. You have no idea. You're
right. We don't absolutely know that, except the writing style is a little different. I know Baroness's writing style.
Okay, regardless, she's done. She's not here. Fuck her.
Yeah, so
she's here. Hi, Sherry.
Michelle, why would you give Brian K and Red Orangutan a wrench on your channel, knowing full well that they tried to drive you over the edge, Michelle? You could have opened up that third story window and did a swan dive out the window. No. Why would you? Sorry.
Excuse me. Yeah, I do agree. Why do you continue to have people in your life that you're unhappy with, Michelle? Why do you think that happens? David just, you guys have to remember, don't be too hard on David. David is still new. David came from PDX, so he hasn't known Michelle as long as we have. David's kind of like I was for the first year. Remember, I was always giving Michelle excuses and, until I learned Michelle. Michelle's a great person, but she's just like the rest of us. If she doesn't have to do something, if it doesn't, have to get done, she probably isn't going to do it.
Right, you gotta kind of push her a little bit.
Yeah, you really have to push Michelle. And my family knows better than to try to force me to do anything because I have a vicious temper and won't hesitate to retaliate. Yeah, no, for sure. See, now Michelle is the opposite. Michelle works very well. Like, now that I've pushed her with this, she's going to do a stream later on today. She's going to talk about how crazy this morning was and how she's overwhelmed and how she does have a lot of anxiety. Watch, this will happen. I know Michelle very, very well, David.
You know what's weird, though? Out of all the people here, you would think that Michelle would be
Sherry,
like the one that was frightened
let me
of
ask
black
Sherry
people.
Jackson a question. Sherry, could you just give, within the 250 characters, a quick summary of what we've discussed off camera? I'm not asking.
You told us about how she wants to be your girlfriend. You already told us
I'm talking about
Sherry.
what she and I discussed regarding who I am and why I'm here and what.
Oh, more in depth. Well, I mean, do you really want to? I thought we talked about it last time that maybe. You sure you want to bring all that out in the public, Michelle?
I really think a lot of people don't really know me at all.
I get it, David. I get it. Yeah, I get that for sure. And there is a fine line because there are some people that definitely, I wouldn't say necessarily bully, but they troll. And it could definitely look like bullying from the outside for sure. So I get it. But no, Michelle, she will literally, her days revolve around eating, watching YouTube, and sleeping. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. That is her day, David. It's not healthy for her, And Michelle doesn't have anyone in her life to push her. So I do kind of feel a responsibility, as Noodles and Tiger and several other people do, that we take care of Michelle. And we know that for her, it's better for her to be more physical, right? We got her to start going to Cumbies, whatever that place is, and get a
Yeah.
drink every day. So therefore, she
And
started
we walked,
walking
and
every day.
me and Krista walked to the different stores yesterday to take care of the shopping.
Right. And that's awesome. But it took us talking to her in a certain way. So, David, I totally respect and understand your feelings. I just want you to know that Michelle is part of my family. I care about her very much. As a matter of fact, my son and I decided, I guess, should I announce it? About March?
Yes,
We're coming
I'm
up to
watching
Connecticut
tarot
to spend
channels.
some time
Actually,
with
got
Michelle
AI
in March.
voices on them, but they're actually there might be text to speech channels for
I
persons.
mean, she really does mean a lot to us. So I just want you to know, I am hard on her, but I'm hard on her like a family member would be. I'm hard on her
David.
like a good friend would be.
Yeah, David. So this is what's going to happen, right? One day, she's not going to be able to do certain things,
Right.
and everyone's going to watch it that care about her, and they're not going to be able to do anything for her. And I think that's what everyone's fear is. Blazing Leo, I'm telling you something right now. I don't know what you guys think about Blazing Leo, but she used to tell me over and over again. She's like, Dave, she's going to fall down the stairs one day, and you guys are going to watch this total decline of this woman. Right? And nobody wants to see that, Dave.
Hell, even I don't want to see that. That's why me and Michelle were very careful. But the fact of the matter is,
Michelle. I'm talking about Michelle. People don't want to. Since I've met you, Michelle, you fucked up your leg, right? There's been other health issues with you. You know, you gained like fucking 800 pounds. Like, you know, people sit back and watch you like decline, and people try to help you, and it sucks because we have this interaction, but we can't even do it. Like, Michelle, when I drive out there, it seems like we get something done, and then when I leave, it just goes back to, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to type it, but yes, we're coming up in March. I'm going to wait for the winter to pass. We'll be up in Michelle's. I'm going to be staying with Michelle because I'm too cheap to get a hotel room. No, I'm joking. I probably will stay with her one night. We may do a 24-hour stream or a sleep stream. But I can't handle watching her with her clothes that don't fit her and her hair that needs to be brushed and maybe a little, face some. We're going to have some fun. Michelle and I are going to go shopping. We're going to learn how to buy clothes that fit us. We're going to buy some shoes instead of those god awful whatever she's wearing. We're going to have some fun. Michelle and I will spend about 4 days together. 2 days, because 2 of the days I want to go to, one day I want to go to New York and one day I want to go to Boston. I want to take the train, but I definitely want to spend 2 or 3 days with Michelle. And just take her shopping and to the spa. I want to do those 2 things for sure. We're going to get a pedicure.
Originally, Tiger Katie wanted to come up here too, but
Michelle
she wasn't
never
able to do that.
A pedicure, by the way, ever. So Michelle, my son, and I will go get pedicures because I made my son start getting pedicures.
Trust me, my toes are ugly. My fingernails are ugly too. Couldn't think.
Oh well, we're going to go get a mani-pedi, Michelle. It's time. I know it's time to go. I'm getting ready to get off panel.
Maybe you'll get to meet Taylor, that fucking hot piece of ass. Holy shit.
We got to set it up. Well, we definitely want to meet you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I want to meet Taylor too, because I swing both ways. Fuck her husband. We can show her a good time. No, I'm lucky if I leave my condo twice a week with my schedule, unless I have to go to the office. Yeah, I try to get Michelle. Yeah, exactly, Tiger. I try to get Michelle. I want to see her out of the house every day in the summer with winter coming up.
I'm still hoping
she's a big girl. She's got a lot of meat on her. So
I'm
she
hoping
can handle
still,
being out there in the cold.
I'm also hoping still that one day me and Sherry Jackson will be able to meet up. I know she's having health issues, but I'd still like to try to get that to be a thing too.
Well, you're stuck with me for now.
Well, of course, the thing
can I tell you what's going to happen?
We could do that, but
Don't
then I'm
me,
thinking
Dave.
if Sherry can't
happen.
come to Michelle, maybe Michelle can go to Sherry.
Yeah, right. Okay, what's going to happen, Dave?
So with Justin, right, we try to get him in this like mentor program, and the mentor program is someone that would come around like every week, or like maybe a couple times a week.
Awesome.
With Michelle, if the reward isn't greater than like putting like, she's got to work really hard. She won't do it. You're gonna go out there. You're probably gonna make her feel really, really good. She's gonna talk about it forever, and you're gonna see her just going back and doing the same crap again. Michelle, you really gotta focus on what people are telling you, Michelle. I hate that about you. I hate the fact that you do not listen to people. And these are good people, Michelle. This isn't Yam Ranch. This isn't, whatever. They're really trying to help you, Michelle.
Yeah.
People are only going to do it a couple times before they give up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting paid for this,
in
Michelle.
the case of what Brian K did, the way that came across was that
of course, Jim.
Like I said, it was just as bad as what Yam Ranch was doing. It really was.
Come on, you can't compare. I mean, I heard some pretty nasty things that were going down before I was here.
Yeah, I know. But what Brian K did was just as nasty, if you think about it.
Brian apologized to Michelle.
Let me tell you something about Brian, Michelle. That guy, if he wanted to, Michelle, he could destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
He could absolutely fucking destroy you in your life and everything. Like, Michelle, this guy's been around. He loves you. He's infatuated with you, just like everyone here. So just calm down, Michelle.
Well,
Brian.
Look how much longer she stayed live when we started talking about how bad Red and Brian were.
So brothers and sisters tease each other, I don't think Brian is hurting you.
Oh, I'm screwed, Jim.
Well, just like I said, I just wish I knew exactly why he even did what he did in the first place.
You're still talking about it. He got the reaction. He did what a troll does. He laid out a plan. He made something funny happen. He got a reaction. And look, a week later, you're still reacting to it. He's a fucking genius.
Michelle, we try to get clips of you sometimes, Michelle. Like, Brian K, shut the fuck up. Brian K, you're a scumbag. Like stuff like that, Michelle. We don't. No, nobody here hates you, Michelle. Nobody wants. Michelle, if anyone does try to get you out of that apartment,
and I was gonna
to try to help you, Michelle, you can't stay there forever. You can't.
I already know that, Noodles. If my rent goes up in January, then I definitely can't stay here because I can't.
We're not talking monetarily, Michelle. Physically, you are not going to be able to climb up 3 flights of stairs in a few years. I don't.
Well, right
Michelle,
now,
I'm in better shape than you. I get exhausted going up those fucking stairs.
Yeah.
I hate get parking there and be like, oh fuck, I got to walk 3 flights of stairs all the way up there, and then we got to bring stuff up, then we got to bring stuff down, Michelle. No, it's too much.
Well, in order to go to where the apartments have no 3 flights of stairs, you have to have money. I have to save my money. I already know that. We already went through this. It's all money. No matter what you say, it's all money. Money is...
Speaking of money, how's the iPhone 8 doing? Didn't we pay to get that working?
That's
Monday.
The guy who is still recovering from surgery. He's not going to be in until Monday.
What?
So we got to pick it up Monday. That's what his wife said. She runs a hair salon next door.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sucker.
Look at her reading chat. She's catching up right now. You'll have about 3 minutes of dead air when she catches up on chat. Look at this great town. Look at this.
This is James O'Keefe's town. This is where James O'Keefe grew up.
James O'Keefe grew up there.
Who's James O'Keefe?
He's showing us. This is Noodles. He's going to go with us. He'll take you to New York. He knows all the cool places.
It looks a little bit like Winston or Torrington.
That doesn't look like Winston to me. Looks like a very bustling city.
The North Barrington, Michelle, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's where you should move. That town that gives you that town that we went to that day when we ate outside.
I'm not
That's
even
the
sure
town
where
she
town
has
to
to
go
pick.
to. I gotta go where the rent's cheap. And right now, that's just another issue. Which state? Should I go to Bismarck in North Dakota? Should I go to Wichita, Kansas, which doesn't exactly have
Well,
much?
Michelle, you're already in the system in Connecticut.
Why would you? Okay, hang on.
Connecticut
I'm
has
just
got to
curious.
be so expensive that I can't afford to stay here.
Okay, so you can afford to move away from Krista, your only means for
No, I
transportation.
can't
You can
afford to
afford to
move
move
away from
somewhere you
Christy
don't know
either
anyone.
because, again, we don't have enough money.
Okay, but Michelle, do you realize how expensive it is to do a cross-country move as opposed to a local move?
No, she does. She has no idea. She has no idea because when I come up there and drive her all over God's creek, she doesn't understand how much money I spend.
Yeah,
And then
she has no idea. Yeah, I tried to
she
talk
goes,
to her
let's
about
go get
the gas.
ice cream. I said, Michelle, you're paying. She goes, oh, do I really have to?
Yeah, yeah. Or look, there's that. Buy it, get it.
All I know is that obviously we've discussed housing and disabilities for so long, and we all know really deep down is we have no solid plan.
What the fuck? Wait, what? What, Grizz? What is wrong with you?
What do you say?
Well, Chris
Yeah,
said-
Red isn't bad people, but my retarded daughter is bad people.
Yeah, Grizz. So Grizz sometimes talks like that. I don't think people get it. I don't know. I don't respond to that when he does that. I don't know why he does that.
Well, all I know is that talking about it isn't going to help. Just
Well, no, my whole problem is though you need to be realistic, Michelle. You're not moving cross country. You're not. It's
I'm
not
probably
going to
not.
happen.
I'm
You will
probably
live
not-
and die in
I'm
Connecticut.
probably not even likely moving out of here for a long, long time because there's just not any ways to.
It's the truth. Why not be honest with her? Why is that harsh? She's Michelle. How far away do you live from where
Brian
you were born?
K. Fish Tank. Let's talk about that real quick. I don't really know a lot about the show. I watched a little bit of an episode of it. I don't really quite get it.
She's not gonna do it, Brian.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm saying is I don't know much about it.
What is it you need to know?
What's it really about?
It's a social. Brian, describe.
See, you don't know what it's about.
Well, I don't know how to put it into words. I mean, it's a reality show. I mean, I don't know. Just
You're a nerd.
Red would like you to yell. Red is the
you're a
Negro
nerd.
out
You're a
loud.
smart person. You're knowledgeable.
I agree, Brian. I don't disagree. Okay, so JoJo, basically, it's like a reality show. It's just a bunch
It's
of
a
people
reality
living
show,
together.
right? Like
They
on
get
Fox
different
reality show, right.
challenges and stuff, right, Brian? Am I right? Yeah, it's a reality TV show.
Yeah,
And
I
they
know.
do get different challenges and things like that. It's a social experiment, just like all the, reality shows are. That's all it is.
I know.
I mean, I don't know what more you need to know about what it's all about. I don't that's it. It's a reality show. It's people living together. That's it. They throw people together and see what happens.
Right, it's Big Brother type show.
Okay, sure.
Or
Yeah, like Big Brother.
Yeah, like Big Brother. Yeah.
Any of those reality shows you could put it up against. I don't watch reality TV that much, but I've seen Big Brother before. I know that. Yeah.
Well, one reality show I liked was when MTV had it was the '70s House.
Yeah, Brian, that's the big thing is like I said, they send them different challenges, and they can win money. They can win prizes too, right? Like they do prizes. I think someone won a car or so, I don't know.
And then
followed
eventually,
it.
every week, usually somebody is knocked off the show for whatever reason.
Doesn't my boy host it that I like so much, Alex Stein? Isn't he involved in it, Brian?
Alex hosts that?
I don't think he hosts it. I think he's involved in it somewhere. Oh, exactly, David. She can. She's just. Oh, that's true. Season 2 of Fish Tank was a 70s theme.
Well, The thing is
Alex
that a
Stein is
lot of
involved.
landlords.
Yeah, I think he's just I think he does like a wrap-up show on it. It's
Really?
pretty funny. That's how I know what it is, because I'm a huge Alex Stein fan.
Well, anyway,
So-
listen, guys, I gotta get ready to use the bathroom and stuff, but we have a night show tonight at 7 o'clock. So if you want to bring this up on the night show again, we could do that.
Oh, yay. I wasn't even going to come on panel, but since you let me ban Eloise, I'll come on panels. Eloise comes back, I don't panel.
Other thing is, speaking of Eloise, let me just say this about her. I don't really...
Yeah,
Eloise, the account, has been following me on YouTube for quite a long time. Okay?
Uh-huh. Fuck you, Eloise, if you're listening.
I don't know
you're
anything
banned.
about
You're never going to be unbanned.
Hold on, Megaji. Please let me finish.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the individual personally. Okay? But
Okay.
I know most of the time she's been pretty quiet. Baroness, even though Baroness can be an arrogant son of a bitch, has also been fairly quiet too. But I don't know, and from listening to both right, I don't think Eloise is Baroness. Now, what Eloise did say to Mojo was definitely out of bad taste.
Person.
I
That's
agree.
just it. I don't give a shit if they're the same person.
Is there any way that we can get Michelle like introduced to the alt-right possibly and get her to become like some kind of like alt-right?
God, I would love to hook her up with like the really like ultra.
I try to tell Gino, and
Gino Bisca. Oh, shit.
yeah, and I told him, and he's like, whatever, and then like, Michelle, I really think you should get involved.
I mean, next Friday is my birthday, for Christ's sakes, and
Michelle, your birthday's in February. Hush.
That's the unofficial one is next week.
Why does no one else in the world get 2 birthdays?
But the point is next week is the birthday. All right, that's when I celebrate. The point of the matter is, I get my hair done on Thursday, which is the 12th. Then get my birthday on the 13th, and no, we're not getting drunk. Oh God, no. So.
Oh, Sam Hyde, that's it. That's who it was. Thank you. Hey. I'm just saying we're done with them. They're not coming back. They're not welcome here. We're not going to go down that road again. You want to talk trash about Tiger Kitty or anybody else that's close in the quote-unquote
yes,
inner circle
Eloise
that you
did
wish
say
you still were.
some mean things to Mojo, and I know that. Okay. And I understand why everybody got angry at Eloise
that's
for
right.
that.
She does. She gets like her coronation and her birthday, right? Jojo? Yeah, the 2 birthday thing. Like, I don't believe. Okay, look, we can have a fun stream. I'm not giving her money for a birthday present. February, sure, but this, no. That's crazy. You can't. I don't like agonistic. Yeah, and they are. They're the ones that were here before I was, Jojo, that were really, they're the ones that got her to do Chatterbait, that, always talked about sex and just gross stuff that, nobody should be talking about.
Except for me.
There you go. Exactly. Gonna get laid this weekend?
Nope.
Oh.
Damn.
All right, guys. So,
love y'all. See you tonight.
Tonight, 7 o'clock. Comedy Food will probably come up too. Of course, I'll be here and stuff like that. So, I will see you all tonight at 7 o'clock. And Sherry Jackson, if you want to talk to me after the panel, email. If you want to get some opinion of what you think's going on, because I kind of curious what you're picking up. I know you said you're going to look up some tarot readings, and you didn't get back to me on them yet. So yeah, I'm just going to know what's going on. Yeah. So, So for now, everybody, we'll talk later on. See you at 7 o'clock tonight. Okay? Bye for now. Bye-bye, guys. Yeah, give you applause. Okay, yep.